Oh, that is pretty cool. You can see my name, Mr. 4K. Nice. Alright, so we're at Longyearbyen. Longyearbyen. Where is Longyearbyen? Dude, it's really like at center of, well, not exactly a center, but it's really like right above Greenland. And if you're above Greenland, you're like in the center of North Pole. So like this is as North Pole as you're going to get. Like, it doesn't get any more North Pole than this. Basically, like polar bears are like your pets. Basically, polar bears are your pets. So whom does this belong to? I think it's Norwegian, Norway. I think this belongs to Sweden. I think it's Swedish. It's kind of half and half. Some stuff belongs to Denmark. Some of these islands belong to Sweden. Norway, it's kind of either Dutch or Swedish. It's one of the other. It's all Viking to me, man. Belongs to Vikings. Excuse me. All right, so let's do this flight, shall we? Should I have my co-pilot with me? Maybe I should. Okay. Let's get my co-pilot. Just need one. There you go. Wait. Oh no. Hello there. No, I was asking for my co-pilot. But look, you're not bad looking. You're not bad looking. You can stay. Hold on. There we go. See? Now I have two of you. Are you guys related? Oh, she's your sister. Oh, well, hey. Hey. Threesomes up in the air, I'm just kidding. All right, relax. Oh, in 2026, I cannot make a joke. Okay. I can't even talk right now. Who says I cannot make a joke? The cancel culture. Oh, wow. I don't care about that stuff. What does that even mean, right? Cancel culture. Well, I'm not canceled. I'm here. I've been here for 12 years. So this cancel culture really doesn't work, does it? I don't think so. All right. Let's enjoy the flight, shall we, ladies? Huh? It's early in the morning, guys. I'm drinking my coffee. All right, just bear with me. All right. Bear with me. Bear with me. I don't know what they have done with this PlayStation VR 2, but let me tell you, Asobo keeps making this look better and better and better. Let me tell you, I never had this kind of experience on my Meta Quest, on the the PC, and I have a powerful PC, dude. No, just hold on a little before we continue. No, just wait a minute. Just hold on a second. And I know this will upset some of my PC Master Race guys, but let's just hold on a second. Just hear me out. Look at this. I'm on a base PS5, not even a PS5 Pro. All right, a base PS5. None of that dynamic scaling, PSSSR2, none of that. It's just a base PS5 from 2020. Technically, this is a 6 years old hardware from 2020. All right, six years old hardware from 2020. And here I am on a 6 years old hardware from 2020. And look how beautiful this VR looks. And I have a computer from 2023, a pretty amazing gaming laptop that mops the floor with PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X. I have a 9th generation i9 processor, 5.6 gigahertz. It can go up to 6.9 gigahertz, 18 cores, I think more than that, 24 cores. I don't know how many threads, like ridiculous amount of threads, 24 cores, 5.6 gigahertz, can go up to 6.9 gigahertz. Insane CPU that mops the floor with PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X. And then on top of that, I have 4070. A pretty good 4070 that supports deep learning super sampling 4.0. And then on top of that, 16 gigs of RAM. It's a pretty good gaming laptop, wouldn't you say? Pretty darn good, right? Gaming laptop, you would say. And I'm still struggling on a PC with my MetaQuest 3 to get as good visuals as PS5 is getting here. Look, I'm not like saying anything. I'm just saying these are the facts. How is this even possible that my super expensive gaming laptop, which is powerful, I just told you the specs, mops the floor with PS5 Pro and Xbox Series X. It just leaves it in the dust. It's not even, it's not even comparable, dude. It's not even comparable. And my gaming laptop, it's struggling to get these types of visuals and performance on the MetaQuest 3 VR headset. Struggling. Everything's blurry and I have to lower the resolution. And everything looks like crap. And it's a very powerful gaming laptop from 2023. And here we are, 2020, a console from 2020. And look what they're doing with just a bare minimum PS5 base. And this is a base PS5, mind you. So this is why I keep telling people, if they can do this with a base PS5, I think Asobo can squeeze even more performance, even more fidelity visuals with the PS5 Pro version. People say, yeah, but I have a PS5 Pro version. I don't see any difference. Well, that's because they didn't use any. There's no PS5 Pro upgrade yet. Okay, they haven't done PS5 Pro upgrade yet. Everybody's telling me the same thing. Oh, I don't see any difference between base PS5 and PS5 Pro and the PlayStation VR 2. Did Asobo say anything about, utilizing the PS5 Pro? No. They said in the future they will. So in the future, whenever they release the update, that's what I'm talking about. And you guys not hearing me. I don't know how you guys are not hearing me. Like, PS5 Pro can take the advantage of this. I'm talking like in technical terms. Forget your, I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Well, forget that nonsense, all right? I'm talking about a technical aspect. Looking at it from a technical aspect, Asobo should be able to squeeze even more fidelity visuals and even more better detail from PlayStation VR 2. How do I know that? Because I was reading the vlog, or the blog, not the vlog, that's a video, blog, that's a website, a blog, PlayStation blog. What that the CEO of Asobo was interviewed, and the German guy, and he said that they're trying to do the same thing with VR on Microsoft Flight Simulator as digital as the Polyphony Digital did with Gran Turismo 7. And if you look at Gran Turismo 7, what did Polyphony Digital do? Took the advantage of PS5 Pro for the PlayStation VR 2. So when I hear people say, "Oh, but they're not going to take the advantage of PS5 Pro," well, why wouldn't they? Like, how does it make any sense? Like, dude, it's available. Why wouldn't they do? Why wouldn't they do it? Why wouldn't they take the advantage of PS5 Pro, right? So they will certainly take the advantage of PS5 Pro. I don't know when the update's coming. Maybe update 6. You know, maybe update 7. Maybe in September, October, whenever they release the update 7, that's their last update for this year. And then they take a holiday vacation, and then they come back, you know, in 2027. You know, most likely, you know, January 2027. But what makes you think that they're not going to take the advantage of PS5 Pro come update 7? Right? Well, what kind of advantage can they take? Dude, are you kidding me, dude? They can use PSSSR 2. Right? Ladies, they can use PSSSR 2 and make these ladies look even more gorgeous and even more detailed. Yeah, you heard me. Well, what can they do? Dynamic scaling. Use that AI PSSSR to use the dynamic scaling to scale the resolution to a higher resolution on each eye. How is that going to help? Well, that's certainly going to help, dude. Are you kidding me, dude? How are you with the optics? And have you guys did you guys ever go to film school? I went to a film school. I know about the different millimeters and different lenses and, you know, wide shots, close-up shots, and all that. Even Spielberg talks about that, right? Even Christopher Nolan talks about that. Different types of lenses and all that. The optics, the visuals, right? How do you think the scopes are working? How do you think the telescope is working, right? So the more resolution that you put on each eye, the better fidelity, the better detail. So they can certainly squeeze that extra juice, that extra power from PS5 Pro. You know, from that GPU with a 32 working groups, right? They can squeeze that little extra juice from the RDNA 2X and use the dynamic scaling and scale the resolution to each eye, left and right. And they can also clear up the foveated view, or just completely remove the foveated view and just use the scaling resolution. Let's say if they can do 1600p on each eye. Dude, 1600p on each eye at 60 frames per second? Brother, with this OLED screen and HDR, it doesn't get any better than that. I mean, you are in this VR world, man. So long story short, what I'm trying to say is this. Right now, there is no update for PS5 Pro on the PlayStation VR 2. All right? That's just a fact. But there might be an update because they talked about it. You can go read a blog. Go to PlayStation blog. You can go read it. Research it yourself, read it, all right? It's coming from the horse's mouth. from Diasobo, not coming from me. So they did talk about that. Just like Polyphony Digital enhanced the fidelity view, they removed the foveated view, and they increased dynamic scaling. So Gran Turismo 7 looks even more sharp, even more detailed on the PlayStation VR 2. And this is one of the reasons why I want to buy a PS5 Pro. Well, besides the obvious, all of these games coming out, man. Wolverine, God of War, what's the name of that chick? Kratos' wife, the redhead. So many games coming out, right? And then, we'll see with Grand Theft Auto 6. Who's to say? They might be able to bump it up to 1440p. Listen, if they can bump up Grand Theft Auto 6 to 1440p, even at 30 FPS, 1440p, I'm a happy guy. Because 1440p upscale to 4K with HDR will look beautiful. That Grand Theft Auto 6 will look beautiful. Believe me. Yes, it's going to be 30 FPS. How do I know it's a 30 FPS? I've seen so many leaks, guys. Dude, there's so many leaks, bro. I've seen one guy. It was one level in the game, Key West. I think. What's the name of the guy? Justin or Jason? No, Jason, not Justin. Either Justin or Jason, whatever. He was with Lucilla. I think the name of the guy is Justin or Jason. His girlfriend Lucilla, and they were walking around, and the guy switched from a third person to a first person. And he's walking around the Key West. And it looks like a Key West because I know Key West. I've been to Key West. They don't call it Key West in the video game, but whatever. And you can, hear the birds, the seagulls, and you can hear the ocean, the waves and all that. And he's walking around in a first-person view. And it looks like a Grand Theft Auto first-person view, or like Red Dead Redemption 2 first-person view. And it looks like when he started running a little bit, like I saw the guy. Well, this is all leaks, bro. They're out there. I don't know how long these leaks last, so you need to watch these leaks as quick as possible. Okay, if you know where to go, you know where to go. And I've seen him running, and the way he was running, it was like 30 FPS. It was 30 FPS. Okay, now, was he using a base PS5 or a PS5 Pro? I don't know. Like, I just know the guy was like, it was like captured, bro. Like it wasn't even like filmed on a camera. It was captured from a capture card, like captured from Elgato or something. And name of the character, Justin, Jason, whatever. Him and Lucilla. They got out of the car. They're walking around. They met this one guy. This one dude with the sunglasses and a gray beard, has the same kind of a goatee gray beard as I do, and they were talking blah blah blah. Then he went to the bar or convenience store. He bought a drink or something. Then he came out of the Justin, Jason, whatever his name is, came out of the convenience store, and Lucilla asked him something. Blah, blah, blah. I can't remember. She asked him something. And then he says, I'll just check something out. Here, hold the beer for me, blah, blah, blah. And then he started walking around. I saw this leak. And the guy was walking around, and he was running. Like this guy, whoever this guy, maybe he was probably a developer testing something. He was running around. And it was 30 FPS, dude. It was 30 FPS. I didn't see anything that indicates 60 FPS. Okay. And that's the leak that I saw. It was about like 2 minutes long. Maybe 2 minutes and like maybe 43 seconds. And like I said, he was talking to this one dude, and him, Lucilla, and then he went to the convenience store, bought the beer, Gave the beer to Lucilla. She went to the truck. It was a pickup truck or something. And then then he started walking around. And he was just running around the Key West, looking at different houses, looking at the backyard of different houses. And you can see detail. You can see stray cats running around. You can see iguanas. I saw a few iguanas running around. So there's plenty of detail in the game. The wind blowing, and you can see the skies changing, and in the distance you can see the storm coming, and the wind's blowing a little bit stronger. And the palm trees are moving, and plenty of detail. But it's 30 FPS. Like, I've seen these leaks. It's 30 FPS. So can how do we get into like Grand Theft Auto 6 now? All I'm saying is, I know that we're not going to see 60 FPS. That's for the next generation consoles. But I'm hoping, what I'm trying to say, I'm hoping that we will see 1440p. If PS5 Pro can give me a 1440p, I'm still happy, dude. Because I want to have the best visual fidelity with Grand Theft Auto 6. Meaning, I want the best possible experience this holiday season with Grand Theft Auto 6. And that's one of the reasons why I'm thinking about purchasing the PS5 Pro. Because I want the best experience. Even if it's a 1440p, that's still pretty good. Upscaled to 4K, it will still look great. But I want the best fidelity. So same thing here, long story short. So same thing here. I want the best fidelity on Microsoft Flight Simulator as well. Remember, I want the best fidelity. And I think we'll see that fidelity with PS5 Pro. Some people say, but I don't think that they're going to. I don't think that they're going to use the PS5 Pro. I don't understand the logic when people message me and they tell me this kind of nonsense, and I always ask them, well, why? Why do you think Asobo would not like do a PS5 Pro update for PlayStation VR 2? If the power it's available, if the source of the power it's available, that can help them reduce the foveated view and make it clear, and then implement dynamic scaling resolution on each eye, like 1600p on each eye. That's going to look sharp. That's going to look very detailed, and that's all you need for your eyes. It's that detail. So why wouldn't they want to do that? To take the advantage of this. So like I said, that's one of the reasons why I want to... here we go, guys. Let's take up. Why I want to purchase PS5 Pro. Sorry for the long pep talk. I just don't understand the logic with some people, like, oh, they're not going to take the advantage of... Why wouldn't they want to take the advantage of PS5 Pro? I just don't understand that at all. Welcome to North Pole, guys. Removing the foveated view and then implying a dynamic scaled resolution. How much is it going to improve? Oh, dramatically, dude. Especially if they can put like 1600p on each eye. 1600p on each eye. dude, that will increase the fidelity, that will increase detail, and it'll just look so much better. Even if it's not 1600p, even with 1440p on each eye, it's still going to look significantly sharper and more detailed and better. And your eyes will see that.
Tower, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo, change. Photo Center, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo is type 4 miles southeast of Echo November Sierra Bravo 900. Request flight following.
Welcome to North Pole.
Upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Photo Center. Squawk 0704.
Global Ground Station.
0704. Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo.
Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo. Radar contact 3 miles southeast of Echo November Sierra Bravo 1800. QNH 1016.
Roger, Mr. 4K, upscaler Mike India Sierra Tango Echo Romeo.
Look, all I'm saying is, ask yourself a question. Why wouldn't Asobo utilize the power of PS5 Pro? For the PlayStation VR 2 experience? If it's available, if they can utilize that PSSSR 2 and apply 1440p on each eye. Even 1440p on each eye is still going to look significantly sharper in detail. Remember, you want sharp detail. If image is sharp in VR, that's all you want, dude. And if image is sharp, then you feel like you're really here. You feel that you're really inside this airplane and you're flying. But that only happens if they, if they apply a higher resolution. So what would they have to do? They would have to remove the foveated view. And once they remove the foveated view, the foveated rendering, once they remove the foveated rendering and they apply a dynamic scaling resolution, let's say 1440p, or let's say if possible 1600p, with 1600p at 60 frames per second on this VR headset, the detail would be dramatically just. But even right now, detail's great. But imagine how much better the detail would be if they can do that with the update 7 on PS5 Pro. Now, again, I don't work for the Asobo. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know what they're planning to do. I'm just talking common sense. Like, why wouldn't Asobo take the advantage of PS5 Pro? So the same question goes for Rockstar, considering how Rockstar has a very close relationship with PlayStation. Why wouldn't Rockstar utilize the power of PS5 Pro? Even if it's a 1440p, still, it's a significant upgrade over 1080p. So what would you rather? Would you rather 1080p source upscale to 4K, or would you rather 1440p source upscale to 4K? I would rather 1440p source upscale to 4K. It will look much better on the your LG OLED TV. So same thing here. So this is the reason why I want to buy a PS5 Pro. And I already told you there's other reasons, obviously. Wolverine and many other games coming out. So Silent Hill, right? Dude, there's a huge list of games. Dude, I have plenty of reason to purchase PS5 Pro. I mean, are you kidding me? But this is one of the main reasons, honestly. For me, it's this. It's this experience, you know. Experience of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And if they can bump up the resolution to like 1600p on each eye, yo, dude, this would make all the PC enthusiasts very jealous. But this is still remarkable. What the base PS5, and the point I was trying to make earlier, what the base PS5 hardware is doing, a hardware from 2020. Remember this. This is a console from 2020, a hardware that's 6 years old from 2020, and it's able to do this, and it's able to achieve this on a old hardware from 2020. That is remarkable. That is remarkable. That is truly remarkable. And look at this. Let me enjoy my coffee. Are you guys enjoying the view? Welcome to North Pole. If you really want to live off the grid, if you really want to isolate yourself, I think North Pole is certainly the place to do it. Honestly, if you wanna, if you're like tired of all the noise, and if you're tired of social media, if you're tired of everything, you're just tired, and your mind cannot take it anymore. Mentally, you're exhausted. I'm telling you, man, this is perfect way to clear all that garbage in your mind. This is like a good remedy right here, dude. Like, I would certainly say, like, North Pole would be the place to remove all that garbage in your mind, and just because when you live in a big city, there's so much noise, and you're dealing with so much stress, and then on top of that you have social media, and you know how social media, internet is, man. It's just non-stop. Like it never ends, man. It's just all the worst garbage, crap possible is being recommended to you. And then you got all these bots and trolls and on the comments, right, and all that garbage too. So if you're like tired of that, and forget about the television, just turn off the television. You don't even bother watching the news, right? Turn off the TV. If you're tired of television, if you're tired of internet, social media, if you're tired of living in a big city, this is it. This is the remedy right here, guys. This is a good way to cleanse your mind from all the garbage, crap that's in there. All the trash, garbage, crap that's in your mind. This is it. This is it. Instead of wasting your money to some psychiatrist who's just gonna give you a prescription for some pills, forget that nonsense. Forget that crap. That shit doesn't work. Tom Cruise was right. The shit doesn't work. They're just making money with pharmaceuticals. That's what they're doing. I don't give a shit about your well-being. This is the best way to I think isolate yourself and just cleanse your mind from garbage. Don't watch the news, no internet, no nothing. You're totally cut off from the rest of the world. You are totally cut off from the rest of the world. You don't care. And it's probably the safest place to be. You know, if there's like a World War III or some kind of like a, you know, God forbid, nuclear war or nuclear conflict, I can't think of a better place than this. You know, so I think this is probably the best place to be in general. Now, it is challenging, right? This is a challenge. Living here, it has its challenges, of course. When it comes to food, when it comes to like supplies and many other things, there comes a challenge, of course. And the temperatures are ridiculous, obviously. Then you have to deal like a few months of darkness. Yeah, it gets dark here for about 4 months. And you have to get used to that. Right? But I think you'll adapt to it. I watched some YouTube channels. I was watching this one chick. I think she is Norwegian, beautiful Norwegian girl, and she has a YouTube channel, and she like lives in this area, and it's like a area that has the base. There's a base like maybe like roughly around like 2,000 people live there, and she says. This is the place where no one can be born and no one can die. No one can be buried. Basically, like you can bury people here and you can give birth to a baby here. She says that basically if you are pregnant and you are due, you have to go to Sweden and do it there. And if you're ill and you're about to die, you have to go back to Sweden and you have to be buried there. You cannot be buried here. And the reason she says, and this is the interesting part, are you ladies listening? Everything I'm telling you, it's based on the facts, okay? I'm not talking out of my ass. People who are watching me, I don't talk out of my ass. I know there's a lot of people out there, they do talk out of their ass, not me. All right, so listen up. All right, listen to this story. This is facts about the North Pole. Same applies for the South Pole and Antarctica. Same applies for Antarctica. But same also applies here for the North Pole. She says the reason you cannot bury people here, it's because it's so cold and frigidly cold, minus 50, minus 60, minus 70. It's so cold that the body cannot decompose. Got that? The body cannot decompose. The body will never decompose. But then what's the problem? Well, the problem when a dead body is preserved, listen up. When a dead body is preserved and the ground pushes it up, because it's not decomposing. So the dirt and the ground is pushing it up. Then the body will surface above the ground, right? So the body will surface and will be preserved. But the problem with that is it'll bring viruses. It'll bring the viruses that will affect other living humans in this area. And we cannot have that. So this is why you cannot bury anybody here. You cannot bury anyone here, and no one can be born here. But why a baby cannot be born here? Because we're not adjusted to this climate, to be born in this climate. So you cannot be born for various different medical reasons of catching some sort of a bacteria, virus, etc., etc. So you cannot be born here and you cannot die here. I mean, you can live here. You can live here, okay? But if you get sick, and if it's something serious, they have to airlift you put you on an airplane, and they have to fly you back to Sweden. This is not coming from me, guys. This is coming from, like, this girl who lives here. She's from Norway, and she also says that there's this place underground where the entire world keeps all of the food. If there's a shortage of food, she says there's a place underground here that they keep all the food preserved because it's so cold, and the best way to preserve the food, and beverages, right? It's in a cold, like a refrigerator, like a cold area. So they keep all the food, all the global food around the world, it's stored here. Did you guys know that? You see, you guys learned something. You see, even people who watch me now, they have learned. Oh, I did not know that. You don't believe me that the entire food, it's stored here? Go Google it right now. Click pause on this live stream and go Google it, and you'll see that everything I tell you, it is true. It is true. Why? Because I do my research, guys. See, I don't just a lot of people like to make shit up when it comes to aliens and Bigfoot and all this other crap, so they can get some clicks and views and make money and write books about it and blah blah blah, and go to Joe Rogan podcast and sell some more books, right? I don't do that. I don't talk out of my ass, ladies. Even though it's a nice, beautiful, hairy ass, and I shampoo it every day. But I don't talk out of it. I always do my research, and my research is based on the facts. I stick to the facts. I don't stick to fantasies and, I mean, the fantasies are nice. It's like a dream. It's nice to have a fantasy, sure. But it's just a fantasy. A theory is just a theory. I mean, even Steven Spielberg says, yeah, I believe that there has to be some other form of life out there in the other galaxies. I do believe. But he says, I haven't seen any substantial evidence that they are here. He says, I haven't seen any. Same thing with me, man. Like, I need evidence, bro. Dude, I've been around, man. Same thing with the Bigfoot. Let me tell you. I'm 47 years old, okay? I've been around this planet. I've been all over Europe. I've been all over North America. I've been hiking. I've been on the mountains. And I've been around, dude. I've been around, and I have yet to encounter like any sort of creatures, any sort of Bigfoot, any sort of werewolf, any sort of like a skinwalker. I did see deer, I did see elk, I did see bears in the distance, which I try to avoid bears, obviously. I don't want to bother them. I just avoid them. I steer clear, obviously. I see a bear, I just go in the opposite direction. I don't bother, with bears and wolves. If I see wolves, if I see bears, that's it. I steer clear. But I have seen them. I've seen them. I've seen elk. I've seen deer. I've seen black bear. I've seen gray wolf from a distance, and then I steer clear. Same thing with a black bear. I never seen a grizzly, and I do not want to see a grizzly. But I did see black bears from a distance. So I've been hiking all over upstate New York. I've been hiking in other places. I've been to Colorado Springs, hiking up in the Rockies. And I've been in my home place in Bosnia. I've been, hiking in mountains there as well. I've been all over the world, man, and I've never seen like I've been camping as well, both in Europe and in America. I've been camping. I haven't seen anything unusual in the sky. I haven't seen any like UFOs. I haven't seen any aliens. Now, just because I haven't seen it, just because I haven't experienced it, doesn't mean that it's not there. But the problem I have with all of these, whistleblowers is, how come, like, no one has any, like, recorded footage with these creatures? Like, where they're talking to each other. Like, that's the first thing I'll do. Like, hey, you want to visit me? I put on my GoPro camera and let's talk. How come, like, no one has any, like a hardcore evidence, man? And the disclosure. So what I'm trying to say is this. I stick to the facts, guys. Yes, I do believe that there's stuff out there. I do believe there's stuff out there we haven't discovered, especially at the bottom of the ocean, because we cannot go to the bottom of the ocean because it's the pressure. It's ridiculous. It's just not possible. We don't have the technology to go down there so deep. There's only 3 people that they made it, like, 3 miles deep. And that's the... there was 2 other guys, and there was James Cameron, right? Only 3 people. Because the pressure, it's so ridiculous down there, man. It's just not possible. It's not humanly possible. And there's so much that we haven't discovered. Just look at the Pacific Ocean, how big it is. And there's so much we have not discovered there. So yes, I agree. There's stuff that we haven't discovered. But until I see the evidence, I have to be skeptical, guys. And don't mistake my belief. This is what Spielberg says too. Spielberg says the same thing. Don't mistake my belief with my skepticism. I haven't seen an alien where I can tell you they're here, they're living among us. I can't tell you, oh, they're here, they're living among us, and they're mingling with us. I can't tell you that because I don't have any evidence to prove that. So I can only go based on the facts. So everything I tell you, it's based on facts. So when I do my research, guys, see, when I do my research, I do research based on the facts. And why the facts are so important? Because if we don't stick to the facts, and here's the part where it gets very tricky. If we don't stick to the facts, then we start moving into a very strange territory. Then we start moving into a territory where nothing is real, everything's possible. And that's a very strange territory to be in. Nothing is real, everything is possible. No, dude, that's brainwashing. This is real. You do really exist. You need a heartbeat. You can't live without a heart. You can't live without oxygen. Okay, you are a physical form. Okay? So, and you only have one life to live, all right? I don't know what happens after we die. I haven't died, so I don't know. But that's a belief. Now you're stepping into a belief. The belief, it's fine. It's not against the law for you to have a belief. You can believe whatever you want to believe. It's not against the law. But, evidence very important to me. Evidence very important to me. And so far, this whole disclosure, I haven't seen any kind of substantial evidence where I can say, well, that's very convincing. Dude, they're showing me the footage of videos that I already have seen. The footages that I already have seen. Unidentified objects flying. Oh, dude, we've been watching these unidentified objects since 1997, since Phoenix Lights, man. Are you kidding me, dude? Since 1997. Since Phoenix Lights. Since 1997, we've been watching all these videos So there's nothing that they have showcased to me that would convince me and say, oh my God, they exist. So this whole disclosure thing, it's can I be honest? It's a nothing burger, dude. I don't know, a lot of you guys are so excited. I told you, it's going to be a nothing burger. All this excitement for nothing. It's a nothing burger, dude. They're showing you nothing that you haven't already seen. Like, show me a conversation with an alien. Show me a hangar of Area 51 with all of these flying discs. Why don't you show me that? So there's nothing that's substantially like convincing. So everyone's excited, everyone's super excited. Joe Rogan, super excited. Everyone's excited, bringing all these guests, right? While these guests are making money, man. They're profiting money off of this. Yeah, believe me. There's a profit in aliens. Just look at Ancient Aliens. How many seasons? The guy with a hair? How much money has he made? The guy with a hair, right? For how many years on a History Channel? History Channel, dude, made a fortune with Ancient Aliens, dude. It's a profit. It's a good profit to make money. And a lot of people profit money out of this. Follow the money, guys. It's all about the money. At the end of the day, it's all about the commercial profit. Don't forget that. Follow the money. It's all about the money at the end of the day. When all of this shit it's said and done, when all the dust has settled, right? When everything's said and done, all the dust that's settled, right, ladies? Everybody's checking their bank account. How much money did I make? How much profit did I make? It's all about the money, dude. Don't forget that. Don't you ever forget that shit. Just remember. Oh, he's selling books. I thought you really care about like this, right? Why are you selling books? Why are you promoting yourself? If you really care about this subject so much, why is the money so important to you? Oh, but I need the money for research. Don't you already have retirement money? Why can't you use your 401k and your retirement and your social security money? Why can't you use your retirement money? Oh, yeah, I don't want to touch that. I need that. Oh, okay. So, yeah, we all understand. Guys, don't buy into people's bullshit, man. People lie all the time. I'm 47 years old, okay? I've been around, I'm almost 50. I'm a middle-aged man. I'm almost 50. I've been around this planet for a long time. Almost 50 years. Some of you are in your early 20s. Some of you are teenagers. You don't even know which side of the pen smells the worst, so you don't know. And I used to be young and stupid just like you. I didn't know any better. Okay, I believed in all kind of stupid crap. But let me tell you, now that I'm older, now that I'm wiser, I'm telling you right now, people lie all the time. It's like a new language. It's a new language. It's a new language, honestly. I don't know what you call it. But it's lying. I've just called it lying. It's a new language now where people are just lying. I used to be a sales agent. They teach you how to lie. Yo, ladies, did you know that? Ladies, hello. They teach you how to lie to become a sales agent. Yo. Yo, anyway, this is common sense, guys. I hope you guys have common sense and realize that everyone lies. They're all lying to you. But why are they lying? Because they want to make money. Everybody wants to enjoy life. Okay? Everybody wants to have a big yacht and Victoria's Secrets putting a lotion on your hairy chest, and maybe giving you a quickie at the end. Who knows? Maybe a very happy ending at the end. You have to remember, man, it's all about the greed, power, and pleasure. Machiavelli knew it the best. Machiavelli talked about this shit, man. This is not DNA, man. It's a primate DNA. I want to be number one. I want to be the best. I don't give a shit about anyone else. I want to be the best. Forget the rest. It even rhymes, dude. Machiavelli, it even rhymes, dude. I want to be the best. Forget the rest. What is Grand Theft Auto all about? Yes, it's a video game. It's fun. It's entertaining. But at the same time, Grand Theft Auto, it's a reflection of our society. It's a reflection of who we are as humans. That's the whole point of what the Rockstar is trying to showcase. Even in the Red Dead Redemption, how corrupted we are as humans, right? You know what I mean? With all the outlaws and, that's the message. And people never see the message because they just see the entertainment. That's another problem. They don't see the message. I see the message because I'm highly intelligent. My IQ levels are very high. Not always, but as I've grown older and wiser, it's experience, guys. I've been through so much in my life. Once you've been through what I've been through. Now, if you live in a cocoon your entire life and you've never seen the world and you never experienced life, then you don't know. But I've been around. Okay, I've been around. I experienced the wars. I experienced the natural disasters. I experienced people stabbing me in the back, lying to me, manipulating me. I have experienced all of it. Every aspect of this life, I have experienced it. Okay, so relationships, good relationships, bad relationships, shitty relationships, all that crap. Okay, and all I can tell you is human DNA. It's a very complex DNA. It's what's the word I'm trying to use? It's a primate DNA. Well, one great example is the movie called 2001: Space Odyssey, written by Arthur C. Clarke and directed by the great late Stanley Kubrick. What's the first thing you see in the 2001: Space Odyssey? In the beginning of the movie, right? The dawn of a humankind. The dawn of the new age of a humankind, right? The Homo sapiens, right? The primates, the Homo sapiens, which is us, humans. That's how we evolved as primates. In the beginning, they were all gathered together in a cave, right? Away from the predators, from the wildlife predators, right? They were all like a community together, all stuck together, helping each other, looking after each other. Everybody, is trying to survive, so they're all working together to survive, right? And everything's fine and dandy, right? Everybody's together, everybody's trying to survive, right? But as soon as one of them found a weapon, picked up that bone, and used that bone as a weapon, that's it. Then he started feeling powerful. Oh, I'm in power now. I'm wielding the biggest stick. Right? I am the primate. I'm the number one Homo sapien. I'm the leader. I'm the king. I'm the master. I'm wielding the biggest bone, and I have the weapon. Who's gonna mess with me now? And other Homo sapiens are just standing around. No, please don't, because he has the weapon. That was the message that Stanley Kubrick was trying to implement, and that's part of our DNA. That hasn't changed for thousands of years. That hasn't changed. If you look at our history, that has never changed, and it's still true today in 2026. You guys, when you have a higher IQ intelligence, when you are truly awake and you can see things for what they are, then you know what you know. Okay? So, when I say people lie, understand this, they lie. They lie all the time. No one will be 100% with you. Even your wife will never be 100% with you. Okay? Unless she gets caught. That's a whole different story. And then it's over, right? If you get caught, no, that's it. Or if a husband gets caught, right? That's a whole different story. But a lot of them are lying, they're hiding, they're covering up a lot of things. It's part of our human nature. Understand that. You can't change the human DNA. A lot of people act, and they certainly act on the social media, the fake book. I call it fake book. You know, Facebook, fake book. I barely go to fake book. I just share my videos to promote my channel on a fake book, but I really don't post anything about my private life because it's nobody's business. Nobody's business what my private life is. Why should I share that with the rest of the world? As if why would the rest of the world? Why does the rest of the world needs to know about my private life? Exactly. You know. So people lie all the time, guys. Understand that. Your so-called best friends, they're lying to you. They're pretending. And then when they're not in front of you anymore, when they're not talking to you, when they turn their back on you, oh, they're talking all kinds of shit about you. Oh, if only you would know, if only you could, like, you know, put some kind of a hidden microphone in their underwear just to hear all these nasty things they're saying about you. Imagine if you could put like some sort of a hidden microphone, like a hidden microphone in their underwear, or maybe put like some sort of a hidden microphone on their glasses, right, or on their clothing. You would hear them talk all kinds of like crazy shit about you. Like, I can't stand that motherfucker. I hate that motherfucker. That piece of shit, man. I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand that bitch. I can't stand that asshole. Huh? But when they come to you to visit you and have a barbecue with you, watch a football game, they put on an acting face. They turn into an actor or actress. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh, hey, how you doing, Jimmy? Good to see you, Jimbo. How are you, man? What have we got cooking over here? Hey, yeah. So what do you think about the 49ers, man? They got a good chance this year, huh? Yeah, you been watching NBA lately? What do you think, huh? What about the Golden State Warriors, huh? Right? And then when they leave, they talk all kinds of shit about you. I can't stand his bitch wife. That cunt. I can't stand that cunt. They're all talking shit about you. They're talking crap about you. I hate going to his barbecue. God, don't, please, let's not go to his barbecue anymore. People lie all the fucking time. That's a fact. That's not just like, it's not even out for the debate. This is not what I'm saying right now. It's a fact. It's not even out for the debate. So what am I trying to say? Long story short, while we're here flying over North Pole. Long story short is, it's part of our human DNA, and that's what Stanley Kubrick was trying. That's what Arthur C. Clarke, who is the writer, Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick were trying to showcase with 2001 Space Odyssey. And that's why 2001 Space Odyssey, it's one of the greatest movies ever made, of all time. Everyone agrees. Steven Spielberg agrees. James Cameron agrees. Ridley Scott agrees. Everyone agrees. Christopher Nolan agrees. There's not a filmmaker out there that's going to say that's like one of the greatest movies of all time. 2001 Space Odyssey. It's one of the all-time greatest movies of all time. You know. And if you don't know what the movie it's about, well, then your IQ is not that high. I'm sorry, you're not smart. You can be manipulated easily. If your IQ it's not that high that you can't figure out what the message of the monolith is and what the message of the beginning of the movie was, and the message of the artificial intelligence, HAL 3000 is all about. It was a warning. 60 years ago, that was a warning what's to come. And artificial intelligence now, it's already here. That's what HAL 3000 was about. It was a warning message. The movie, it's biblical. Movie, it's like one of the greatest movies in a humankind ever created. What Stanley Kubrick and Arthur C. Clarke have created. It's one of the greatest movies in the history of humankind. In a cinema. Ever. 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 No one will ever be able to recreate what Stanley Kubrick has created. And in my opinion, Stanley Kubrick is one of the greatest filmmakers of our time. That's just my opinion. So the whole point I'm trying to make, the connection and the philosophy with 2001 Space Odyssey, Homo sapiens, primates, it's part of our DNA, guys. I don't care that we can fly and that we have these satellites and we can send a rover to the Mars and have these 4K pictures. That's all fine and dandy. I don't care that we can build these huge cities, right? We still have the same DNA. We still have the same DNA. And that DNA hasn't changed. The DNA is me, me, me. I want to be the number one. I want to have everything. I want to have all these ladies, only for me. These 2 ladies are only for me. No one else can have you, just me. No one else should have you, just me. All right, it's the greed, power, control, money. And the money plays a huge role in all of this. Money is the key role in all of this shit. Did you notice how people start smiling once they see their bank accounts and how much money they have? How their mood changes immediately. They're already happy. The narcissistic happiness of money. Right? Well, there's your answer of the DNA. That's a human DNA. This is a fact. This is not even out for the debate. There's plenty of evidence to support this. Thousands of years of evidence, bro. Since the dawn of humankind, there's thousands of years of evidence to back this up with facts. What do you think the Roman Empire was all about? The Caesar was all about? The power. The Genghis Khan was about the power. The Genghis Khan, whatever the fuck his name is. Genghis Khan, right? In Asia was about the power, control. The Persian dynasties was about the power, control. Turkish Empire, power, control. Babylonian civilization, power, control. Come on. It's all about the power, control. The pharaohs in Egypt and all these pyramids they built, power, control, worshipping. It's all about the power, control, worshipping. Remember. But it's all about that one same essential thing. I want to be number one. I want to be powerful. What is sport all about? I want to be number one. I'm Lionel Messi. I'm number one. I am, what's the other football player besides Messi? Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm number one. Right? What about all these wrestlers, right? Acknowledge me. I'm the chief. I'm number one. Right? What's Brock Lesnar all about? I'm number one. Right? People want to be number one. Nobody wants to be number two. Nobody wants to be number three. And nobody wants to be last. So everyone's trying to achieve the same thing. They want to be successful. They want to be number one. They want to be in power. They want to be acknowledged. They want to be in the spotlight. They want to feel the power. Power. Look at me. Power, 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 power. Like these presidential libraries. Like Obama just built his own presidential library. Why, dude? Why is that so important to you? Why do you need to promote yourself? Haven't you already promoted yourself? But you got to ask yourself, why does somebody wants to be in charge? Why does somebody wants to be a president in the first place? Again, the same reason. Power, control, worshipping, celebrity. You should become a president to help people, to work for people, not to just promote yourself, to be just about yourself. And this is true for all of the presidents. They all have their libraries. They name their libraries. It's like, why is that so important? Aren't you supposed to be working for the people, to help the people? Why is like you promoting yourself so important? It's all about even the current president. It's all about promoting himself, putting himself on the coin, putting himself here, putting himself there. It's all about me, 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 me. Just look at me. I'm the greatest. I'm the most powerful. I am the Messiah, right? You see, it's part of our DNA. Power, control. It has never changed. And it's still here in 2026. Can't you see it? Can't you open your eyes? Can't you see what's going on? You know, it's all about promoting yourself. Why do you have to promote yourself? Right? Because that's part of our DNA. Look at me. Like Mr. Beast, it's all about him. Right, look at me. All these YouTube influencers, look at me. It's all about me. Me, 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 me. I'm the best. Joe Rogan, it's me. I'm always right. No, you're wrong. I researched this. I know what I'm talking about. So he's always right. Joe Rogan's never wrong, right? God forbid that the guest is asking him something and tells him, well, you're wrong. I disagree with you. Well, wait a minute. Why do you disagree with me? I have done research on this. What research have you done? You know, it's all about the power, greed, control. And women, of course, same thing. Money, right? Using their assets, which is their beauty and their sex, right? To manipulate men. And I don't blame them, you know. It's part of their DNA. Well, right, you're going to use your beauty to manipulate men and make money off of them? Sure. So you see how it works, guys. It's all about the power, control, greed. It's all about the money, and this will never change. It's part of our human DNA. You can't change something that's been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. How are you going to change that shit? You can't change that shit. The only way you change that shit is that if there's no more humans and it's just robots, right? It's just robots. Like there's no more humans, it's just robots, right? That's the only way you can change that. But as long as there's humans on this planet, as long as this, you know, human DNA is still here, guys, don't expect anything to change. Nothing will change. You know, I don't care who you vote for. I don't care, you know, who the next the leader is of the free world, right? I don't care. All that shit doesn't mean anything. All that crap that they shuffle every 4 years don't mean a damn thing to me. It doesn't mean anything, okay? All of these individuals are groomed. They're already, you know, groomed and put in place. You know, everything's, you know, pretty much bought and paid for, controlled by the powers to be, right? Everything, it's... Remember what Joker says? Remember how Joker says so famously? You know, when he okay, I'm going to do a Joker impression now. Remember what Joker says? It's been a while, dude. Ha, he, ha. I have to do this so I can get into a character. Ha. It's been a while, man. These so civilized people. I'll tell you. These so-called civilized people. They'll eat each other. They'll eat each other, these so-called civilized people. You see, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve. Please, don't be like one of them. Hmm? When the chips are down, these so-called civilized people will eat each other. Hmm? You're just a freak to them, like me. They don't see you as a hero. They see you as someone they can use, like a pawn. Hmm? And they will use you. And when they don't need you, they'll cast you out like a leper. Hmm? Well, like, that was the whole message of Heath Ledger Joker, like what Christopher Nolan and his brother wrote. Like, you can't change a human DNA. I think that's the whole point that Joker was trying to. He didn't give a shit about the money, right? He burned half that money, didn't he? He says, here's your half of your money. Like, he burned that. Remember, he burned a half of the money. To the other mobster, Russian mobster, says, I'll feed you to my dogs, right? Like, he didn't give a shit about the money. He was just trying to send a message to everyone that you can't change a human DNA. You can't change people. People are corrupted. They can be easily bought, they can be easily manipulated, and they can be easily brainwashed, and they can be easily corrupted. I think that was the message of the Dark Knight, of the Joker. And I don't know how people like missed out on that. I don't know how people, like, they've seen that movie so many times. Movie made gigatrillions of dollars. One of the best movies Christopher Nolan has made, in my opinion. And I don't know how people have missed out on that. I don't look at Joker as, yeah, I mean, he's a villain, sure. I don't agree with what he's doing, of course. He's a villain. But at the same time, he's trying to show to Batman and Gotham City and the Attorney General, which is played by, what's his name? Two-Face, Harvey Dent. Attorney General Harvey Dent. He's trying to prove to everyone that humans are corrupted. Even your own people are corrupted. Even within your own department, your own police officers are corrupted. Everyone's corrupted. Politicians are corrupted. Police officers are corrupted. Everyone's corrupted. Attorney generals are corrupted. Corruption breeds part of our human DNA. And what he tries to showcase in that movie, Batman, you cannot fix this. You will never be able to fix this. That's the message that he was trying to prove to Bruce Wayne. Like, Joker didn't give a shit about money. He didn't care. Even though he was robbing all those banks, he was just doing it to make a point that he can do it, and he can do it successfully. And you still cannot catch him. And he can still read your every move, because he knows that everyone can be bought. He knows that everyone can be corrupted. We have seen that time and time again, how easily corruption breeds and spreads like a cancer. So the message that Joker left in that movie was a very depressing message. It's a very depressing movie, because the message is, this is part of human DNA. This is who we are. This will never change. And that movie was released in 2008. Here we are, 2026. Look at the corruption and how much it breeds all over the world. But it's always been around. Corruption has always been here. The only difference now is you have internet, and you have access to internet, and you have social media. So you'll know about every little tiny news. If somebody farts in North Pole, you'll know about that person who farted in North Pole. If a penguin farts in a South Pole, you'll know which penguin in South Pole it's farting. Because there's an access of information constantly. You didn't have this before. You have to read the newspaper. You have to buy a newspaper to read about something. Or you have to turn on the news. You have to subscribe to a cable, right? To have a cable, to have these, like news network channels like CNN to hear about the news. But it's always been around. It's been around here in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. It's always been around. Corruption has always been here. It's just You didn't have access of internet to be like in your face constantly. But now it's in your face constantly, and you see it. You see who people are for who they are. You see their true colors, especially on the internet, on the social media. They're not even hiding it. They're just letting you know, this is who I am. This is who I am. How do you like that, right? So this is the whole point that goes back to 2001 Space Odyssey, the dawn of a humankind. As soon as that primate, that Homo sapien, found that bone and started, attacking other Homo sapiens, he was the most powerful. Why? Because he had a weapon. He was wielding the biggest stick. He was in power. He was in charge. And that's essentially what you have right now in the world. And then people wonder, why don't aliens come down here, land, and say hello? Say hello. Can't you see how excited they are to come to see us and to accept us into the Galactic Federation of universes, of different galaxies? Really, dude? Can't you see how, like, happy they are just to come here and say hello? Look, I'm not trying to be pessimistic. I'm just giving you the facts. These are the facts, okay? I'm not trying to make you depressed. I'm not trying to mess up your day. I'm not trying to make your Friday be depressed. I'm just saying these are the facts. People lie, and they will always lie. They will continue to lie. Please understand this. Please know this. People can lie to me. That's why I don't have any friends, because they can be around me because they know they cannot lie in front of me. I intimidate them. I make them look. Here's what happens. I intimidate them, and I strip down their ego, and I make them look like a little micro penis. I just shrink their ego so fast, so quick. They don't know what to say. They're speechless, and they just, okay, I'm avoiding this person. I'm not talking to him anymore. That's why I don't have any friends, because I don't want to pretend. I used to have friends, but I had to pretend. I had to act. I have to put on an acting face. I have to act and pretend. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I know. Don't worry. Oh, it's okay. I just don't want to pretend, dude. I'm done, with that crap. I used to pretend. I used to try to fit in, but I don't seek trying to fit in, nor do I seek anyone's validation or approval, and certainly I'm not seeking validation from the internet, okay? I'm certainly, can we land over here? I'm certainly not seeking validation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm certainly not seeking validation from the internet. Oh, man. But people say, but then why are you doing this? Why are you because I enjoy sharing. I enjoy sharing my thoughts, my opinions. I love sharing with you guys. I look at my channel of these 10,000 videos as a, like my legacy. I'm leaving a legacy. So people, when I'm gone, when I'm not here anymore, people can look at my legacy. They can look at my videos and, they can have their own opinions, and that's fine. Have as many opinions as you want. I don't care how you judge me. I don't care what you say. It really, it makes no difference to me. This legacy will be here of 10,000 videos. Make whatever opinions you want to make, and that's okay. You're entitled to it. You have every right to make opinions. But that's why I'm doing this. I look at this channel in 12 years of me doing this, YouTube content creation with 10,000 videos. I look at this as a legacy and as an experience. Honestly, all of this to me, it's an experience that I cherish. I look at life not as and I already said this before, and I have to say it again because people, they just don't get it. They don't understand. I don't care about the titles. I don't care about the Oscars. I don't care about the trophies. I don't care about the diplomas. I only care about the experience, because I understand that I'm not going to live forever. And I know I'm old. I'm not as good looking like I used to be. And I know that I'm old, and I don't know how long I have, and when it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. So everything that I did in my life, everything that I have gone through in my life, it's part of the experience. Even this, when you're watching this, it's an experience, right? So I look at everything as a part of experience. Everything I have done in my life, I cherish it. Every moment, everything. Listen, there's not one thing that I would say that I don't cherish. I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful that the universe is giving me ability to still be here and have this experience and continue to have this experience. For how long, I don't know. For how long, whatever. It's not. That's the thing. I don't know how long. You don't know how long, right? So that's why I don't think about the future. I don't worry about the future. I don't think about the past, because I cherish the past. I don't live in regrets, because it's all part of the experience. No one's perfect. We all make mistakes. That's part of the human experience. So why should I try to be something different? Act like I'm something perfect. No one's perfect. You are human. You are not perfect. Your birth certificate is proof of that. You're human. Your DNA, it's a proof certificate of that. So then why try to be perfect? But what I do try to do, I try to acknowledge and tell you the way things are through my experience and through my observation. I'm not trying to make you feel depressed. I'm simply saying people are who they are. They're part of their human DNA. They lie, and they will lie. Trust me, they will lie. They will try to use tricks to convince you otherwise. Especially women, they can put on their innocent face, and then you'll start feeling sorry for them, and then you don't understand behind that act, behind that innocence, right? They're working you. They're manipulating you. They're taking advantage of you. You'll just have to understand, right? Ladies, don't disagree with me now. I'm speaking the truth here. My intent, it's not to make you feel depressed, okay? All right? My intent with this live stream, it's not like to make you feel depressed. My intent, it's not to make you feel, negative or down or super depressed. No, my whole point is, I like to tell you the truth. I don't like to bullshit people. If I wanted to bullshit people, well, I would still be working as a sales agent, making really good money. If that's what I wanted to do, to bullshit people, to sell them something they don't need, and have them spend money on something they don't need. Okay, so that's why I'm not a sales agent anymore. I just want to tell you the truth, And sometimes I talk about these things, not all the time, but sometimes I do. Like, I usually focus on the video games. Like, if you watch my, 007 First Light audio walkthrough commentary, I only talk about the character, talk about the story. When I'm doing a video walkthrough of a certain video game, like a 007 First Light, you see that I'm constantly just focused on the story, the characters, level design, the gameplay, etc., etc. Every video game live stream that I have done, I only focus on the video game. I talk about the characters, I talk about the story, right? Everything regarding the video game. But sometimes, like a live stream like this, where it's just us flying in a North Pole, a chill, relaxed VR stream like this, I feel like this is like also like a small little mini podcast where I get a chance to tell you a little bit, like what I know, my experience, and maybe you learn from this. Maybe this will be of value to you. Maybe you'll learn something from this. Maybe you'll say, well, I have learned something from Mr. 4K. I need to be careful how I trust people. I shouldn't be so easy to trust people. Like, I shouldn't be so quick and easy to take people's word. I need to be very careful. That's all I'm saying, is be careful, dude. I'm not saying don't socialize. I'm not saying don't have any friends. I'm not saying isolate yourself, go here to North Pole and live with the polar bears. Just give polar bear a Coca-Cola. Polar bear loves Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola, polar bear, Coca-Cola. Come on, yeah. Am I the only one? Am I this old? Polar bear, Coca-Cola commercial. Okay. So anyway, I'm not saying don't have any friends. I'm not saying isolate yourself, live in some sort of a solitude. I'm not saying live in some sort of a cocoon. You should have a relationship. You should, go out and enjoy life and go out and have, enjoy the experience. What I'm trying to say is enjoy all of this. Have pleasure, have sex, have relationships, get married, have kids, do all of this. Enjoy life experience. Enjoy everything that life has to offer. Enjoy it all. But I'm just trying to tell you that be careful whom you trust. Okay. You have to understand that people will lie to you. Even your girlfriend will lie to you. Even your wife will lie to you. What I'm trying to tell you is, look at life as an experience. Don't look at life as if some sort of an accomplishment. See, this is where a lot of people make a mistake, and this is why they're not happy. Because everything has to be some sort of an accomplishment. I don't look at life like that, as some sort of an accomplishment. I look at life as an experience. An experience is something that you can look back when you're old, when you're 70 years old, or you're 75 years old, or you're 80 years old, right? You can look back at life and you can say, well, that was an experience. That was really an experience. And then, that will make you happy. You'll say, well, that was a great experience. I really cherish that. I think that will help you. But if you think of life as, I failed here, I failed there, I wanted to be a musician, but the music didn't work for me. I wanted to be a doctor, but I couldn't pass the exam, blah, blah, blah. I failed here, I failed there. If you just focus on like your accomplishment, then the accomplishments will drive you crazy. It will make you depressed. I don't look at my life as an accomplishment. Even this, 12 years, 10,000 videos, I don't look at it like, ooh, it's an accomplishment. I look at it as an experience. An experience that I have cherished and enjoyed. Everyone I have met, all of you that I have met, every single one of you that I have interaction with, I'm grateful for that interaction. Even with the people who don't like me, even the people whom I had falling out with, I still cherish their, interaction that I had with them. It was a great experience, right? And I cherish that experience. But I don't, look at life as, some sort of a regret. Oh, I regret this, or I don't live in regrets. Don't live in regret. That's one of the worst mistakes you can make in life. Because no one else lives in regret. No one regrets anything. They're just, they understand this is part of life, It's part of this human experiment. It is what it is. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. So why should I just live in some sort of a guilt? Oh, regretting this, regretting that. I don't have any regrets, man. Because everyone is essentially doing the same thing. They're making mistakes. No one's perfect. People who tell you they're perfect, stay away from those people. Just stay away, dude. No one's perfect, and no one's perfect. Everyone's faulty. Everyone's making mistakes, but that's okay. You're supposed to make mistakes. It's part of your human DNA. That's the whole point I'm trying to make. You can't change the human DNA, the primate thinking of a human DNA. This is who we are as humans. All right? I want to be number one. I don't want to be number two. I don't want to share these two ladies. These two ladies are mine. I don't want to share it with you guys. No one should touch them except me. Okay? I'm a narcissist, right? I am a human DNA. I'm a human. So I'm going to apologize for being human. Call it narcissism, call it selfishism, call it whatever you want to call it. It don't matter. You have it too. Everyone has it. No one's different. No one's better. So then why should you live in regret? For what? For who? You live life for yourself. There's 8.4 billion people on this planet. Remember that. 8.4 billion people only think about themselves. And they should think about themselves. So why should you be any different? Think about yourself and your life and your experience. Because life is short. Okay? Enjoy your time now. Enjoy the now. Don't think about the past. Don't live in the past. Cherish the past. Don't think about the future. Just live in the now and enjoy the now. That's the message. Even Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris was not only was he a great martial artist, and I can see why Bruce Lee, why Chuck Norris was, like why Bruce Lee's best friend was Chuck Norris, and why Bruce Lee valued Chuck Norris so much as a friend, as one of his best friends. Okay, because Bruce Lee was very intelligent. And he saw something in Chuck Norris. May he rest in peace. May both of them rest in peace, Bruce and Chuck. He noticed something about Chuck, I'm sorry, that, and you can see that like with Chuck Norris, when you watch Chuck Norris interviews, he always says, I don't worry about things. Like, what's the point about worrying about this, worrying about that? When all of that stuff will be resolved, will be solved. And he says, I just try to enjoy life. And he also says, money will not necessarily buy you happiness. It will buy you a financial happiness. Now, what's the difference between financial happiness and then true happiness? Financial happiness is like, well, I don't have to worry about how am I going to pay the bills. I don't have to worry about if I can buy a PS5 Pro, or if I can buy a big house or a brand new car, or if I can buy a 120-inch LG OLED TV or something, super fancy, right? So you don't worry about it. So you have a financial happiness, but you don't think about that because you already have financial happiness. But something else is missing. You're not happy inside. Even though you have everything, right? You got all the yachts, you got all the fancy cars parked inside your garage, you got all these big houses, all of this fancy acres of land, and right, different houses in different places, right? But you're not happy. Well, how's that? Because there's a fundamental difference between financial happiness and true happiness. Your spiritual happiness is the happiness that's the most important. So what Chuck Norris was saying, just, because you have the money, is not necessarily, the money will not necessarily buy you happiness. Chuck Norris figured this out a long time ago, dude. And I think that's why Bruce Lee really liked him. Because Chuck Norris figured this out. And Chuck Norris lived a great life. I know we lost him at age 86. I was hoping that maybe he would live a little bit longer, maybe 90. But still, 86 years, he still lived a great life. Chuck Norris lived a very good life. And he was always happy, spiritually. Why do you think that is? Ask his wife, who's a widow now, ask his wife and she'll tell you, Chuck was always happy. He was always happy with me, was always well-centered, was very humbled. He enjoyed what he had. He enjoyed the experience of life. He wasn't focused on his career, like, oh, look at me, I'm Chuck Norris, or look at me, I am, look at me, black belt, whatever, in karate, and my best friend was Bruce Lee. Look at me. He never talked about Bruce Lee because he's a very humble guy. Chuck Norris is honestly one of the finest human beings, and the reason why Chuck Norris was loved by so many, because Chuck Norris figured it all out, dude. He figured out that life is not about self-promotion. Life is not about, hey, look at me, check me out, selling yourself like some cheap whore, like a money whore. Life, it's about enjoying the life and everything that life has to offer, and enjoy all of these experiences. Whether they're good or bad, just enjoy it all as an experience. And I think if you look at life as an experience, I think it will help you mentally get through this life in a much better way than if you're just thinking about your life as some sort of a goal. I need to accomplish this, I need to accomplish that, Because remember, you don't have a crystal ball. You don't know how long you're going to live. You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows. So then what's the point of thinking about the future? Like, why get stuck thinking about the future, especially the future that you can't control? Think about that. You're going to waste your time thinking about the future you can't control. And then living in the past, right? Living in the past, living in regrets. Could've, would've, should've, would've, should've, would've. No. That's part of a human experience. You made your choices and that's that. That's a past. It's a wrap. It's over. Cherish the past, good or bad, doesn't matter. Don't be apologetic. It's called life experiment. It's called part of being a human, right? No one's perfect. We're all humans. Your birth certificate, it's the proof that you're not perfect. You're a human. The universe doesn't expect you to be perfect. The God does not expect you to be perfect. So then, why live in regret? Why live in this regret in the past? Live in the now, dude. Enjoy the now, because you don't know how long you have. I don't know. Nobody knows. So that's why you need to enjoy. Enjoy life. Don't live in some grudges. What's that going to achieve? I see people living grudges. I can't stand that person. I don't want to talk to that person. What's that going to achieve? And then always thinking you're right. You're never wrong. Like the people who are narcissists. Yo, dude. And there's a huge number of narcissism now. It's big time now. But how did we get to this point? Before I actually finish this live stream, I want to say something that's very interesting. But it shouldn't be surprising. How did we get to this point? As of now, 2026, the way things are right now in 2026. How did we get here? What do you guys think? What do you think, ladies, huh? How did we get here? Well, I'll be more than happy to explain to you, and it's really not that difficult to understand. It's very simple to understand. You just have to rewind the film, okay? Go back to early 2000, right? The new dawn of technology, age of technology, right? Being connected, and the movie Matrix certainly promoted being connected. The internet, right? Social media, MySpace, Netscape, access of information on internet, Facebook. The YouTube has launched in 2005, right? First internet, then social media, And then after social media, pandemic. And after pandemic, here we are. But how does this all connect to each other? Well, internet connects the entire world, the entire population. So that was the first phase. Internet. What came after internet? Social media. People can promote themselves. People can sell themselves. People can become celebrities. And then social media has advanced to TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, now as known as Truth Social X, right? And then came the YouTube, and YouTube, here we are, this is YouTube. And then came the pandemic, lockdown, pandemic, everybody's inside. Everybody wants to promote themselves now. Everybody's inside. So the pandemic made people even more narcissistic. So none of this is surprising. Why people are the way they are right now, being narcissist, being the way they are. But this has always been there. It's been always part of our human DNA. We just use technology and certain events like pandemic to unlock that ability that we have as human DNA to make people more selfish and narcissistic. Why? Because it's easy to control people when they are selfish, when they are narcissistic, when they are divided, when they belong to certain parties and certain groups and certain cults. It's easy to control people when they belong to certain parties and certain groups, and when they are narcissistic, and when they're selfish, and when they don't have any empathy, when they're just thinking about self-promoting themselves. It's easy to manipulate that. I mean, if I'm like a think tank, let's say I'm like a Illuminati, let's say I'm the Caesar of Illuminati, right? And I control Illuminati. I control the world, let's say. Hypothetically. This would be the perfect setup for me. Social media, dividing people politically, putting them in different groups, putting them in different divisions, having them think about the money and selling themselves as a brand, thinking of themselves as a brand, thinking themselves as a money horse, and just selling themselves as a money horse. So that means I can easily buy you if you are all about the money, right? That's what the money horse. That's what hookers are all about, right? Hookers, what are they about? Money, right? You throw some money at them, they'll do anything. They might even, jump around like dogs. They might even walk on all four like dogs. And if you throw some money at them, they'll do all kinds of things, right? So, sorry, ladies, but it's just a fact. So when you become a money whore, when you become selfish, when you're just thinking about money, you can easily be controlled. You can easily be manipulated, right? So if I'm like, let's say I'm the master of the puppet, hypothetically. We don't know who the master of the puppet is. We'll never know. Or who the bloodlines are of the master of the puppet. We'll never know who the bloodlines are of the master of the puppet. Some people say they're reptilians, but whatever. Anyway, that's, David Icke, philosophy. But let's say hypothetically, let's say that I'm reptilian and I'm the leader of the draconian, Illuminatis, and I'm running the world, right? Hypothetically speaking. This is perfect setup. This is excellent. People are in a division. They hate each other. They're all about themselves. They're selfish. They're all about the money. That means I can buy them. That means I can influence them. That means I can control them. That means I got them exactly where I need them to control them. And that's power and control. They cannot think for themselves, right? They're manipulated. They can be easily bought. They can be easily controlled, and they can be easily brainwashed. Throw some money at them. Give them a gizmo. Give them a big house, fancy cars, and sexy Victoria's Secret ladies rubbing that lotion on their hairy chest. You see how that works? It works really well because it's part of your human DNA. So if I'm this reptilian, leader, right? Draconian reptilian leader, right? Hypothetically speaking. This is a perfect setup. So none of this is surprising. You see, it all works in stages. In early 2000, Y2K, right? It all works in stages, right? And you look at the way technology has advanced. It's advanced from 1990s into 2000s. And you look at internet, the dawn of internet connection, right? Connecting everybody. Even the video games are connected. People play together now. They're connected. Social media, self-promotion, YouTube, TikTok, self-promotion, pandemic. And after pandemic, here we are. So this is perfect. So if I'm a draconian leader of reptilians, of Illuminatis, this is like perfect setup. Like I got everyone, I got all the chess pieces where I need them for a checkmate. I got you in a checkmate. I got you by the balls. I got you by the vagina. I got you. If I was some evil mastermind draconian like Illuminati, right? This is perfect setup. Perfect. So none of this is surprising, guys. But does that mean you have to be depressed? No. It's just observation and acknowledgement. You see, I can observe and don't let it bother me. I can acknowledge and don't let it bother me. You guys can't do that. You guys are very emotional. You observe it and it bothers you. You acknowledge it and it bothers you. Like you have to write something in the comments. Well, I need to say something about this. I can't just like what I've heard. I can't just like pretend that I didn't hear this. I have to say something. I have to leave a comment. Well, why? Why do you have to leave a comment? Why is that so important to you? Because I have to. No, because your DNA, your primate DNA, and the way you have been trained by technology and by society, you've been trained to do that on social media, to reply. You've been through those phases. You see, everything has a phase. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and then phase 4. Okay? Everything has different levels and layers of different phases. And now we're at the phase 4. Phase 4 is exactly where we need to be. Right? So none of this is like strange or bizarre or shocking. Maybe it's shocking to some of you, but this is not shocking to me because I've seen this coming. I've seen this avalanche a long time ago coming down. I've seen this tsunami and avalanche coming a long time ago. But see, I look at everything as an experience. I don't let it bother me. I'm not here to change the world. Aren't you getting tired of these guys? I'm here to change the world. Change the world. Like, get out of here, man. That's stupid nonsense. Don't make me laugh. Change the world. Yeah, you're going to change thousands of years of human DNA. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Go preach that crap somewhere else. I laugh at those guys, man. I'm here to change the world. I'm going to change the world. Change the world. It's laughable, man. Guys, I give you the best advice. Don't let it bother you. Just accept it for what it is and enjoy life. Enjoy life, man. Believe me, I enjoy life every day. A lot of people think I'm depressed. I'm not. I mean, I'm sorry that you guys think like that, but you're wrong. I'm probably the happiest man on the planet. It's just you guys don't know it. It's just you guys don't know it. This is why people want to be around me, because they like my energy. Not only am I smart, intelligent, but at the same time, people like my energy. They like the fact that I can have an intelligent conversation. They like the fact that I can shift their moods and make them happy, make them laugh. I have this great energy, and people want to be around this energy. People have told me this when I was at the Meta Horizon World as John Wick Returns, how much they really appreciated my energy and my persona, and they love it. They love it, man. And they said, man, I've never experienced this with anyone else. And with you, there's like this, like the temperature in the room has changed. The energy has changed. It's almost like I can breathe normally. Women have told me this. Women with anxiety would spend like 8 hours wearing the VR headset talking to me. And I try to tell them, listen, I'm not like some kind of a life coach, but if I can help you, and if me talking to you can help, I'll be more than happy to help. And they said, trust me, you don't know how much this helps, you know. So I'm a very happy guy. I'm happy because for the same reason that Chuck Norris was happy. He figured it out. What's important, what's not important. Yeah, we all need money to survive, but I just need enough money to survive. I don't need billions of dollars. What am I going to do with billions of dollars? Even $50 million, what am I going to do with that? I don't need that crap, dude. To buy shit that I don't need. To promote myself as some sort of a playboy. And I don't need that crap. That's for young people, for teenagers, for you know, the college kids in their 20s, you know, the ones that are full of hormones, you know. They're 24/7 horny. You know? They're thinking with their dick. They're not even thinking with their brain. You know, that's for whom that is. It's not for me. You know? So I don't really care much about that. I just need enough money so I can just put a food on the table and have a roof over my head, pay my utility bills, and that's that. But I'm a very happy guy, you know. So people who think I'm depressed, you are so wrong. I mean, I'm sorry that you think like that, but you're wrong. Or people who think that things go under my skin. No, people, things don't go under my skin. I put on an act. I'm an actor. When I bring Ray Liotta, that's acting. And the fact that you guys couldn't figure that out, well, that tells me everything I need to know. You're not getting under my skin, clearly. Because here I am. I look at everything as an experience. That's why I'm so happy, dude, because I don't let shit bother me. I don't really care what people think of me, because I live for myself. I don't live for everyone else, you know, because everyone else is doing exactly the same thing, thinking about themselves. If you think they're thinking about you, well, then you are delusional. They only think about you when they need you, when it's convenient for them. They'll show up, right? And you haven't heard from them for like 6 months, right? And all of a sudden they show up at your door. Like, what? It's like a Dracula rising from the coffin, you know. What? But when it's convenient for them, that's self-interest. If somebody is getting in touch with you, that means they need something from you. You have to ask yourself these questions. Well, why all of a sudden now? Why is this person getting in touch with me? Like, what's up? I haven't heard from this person like in 6 months. Now all of a sudden now this person comes back. Well, what's for this, right? So they show up when it's selfishly convenient for them. But right now they don't need you because they don't have any use of you. But when they need you, they'll show up. So, you know what I mean? That's why I don't really care what people like think of me. You know. Now, I did help some people when I was in Meta Horizon World. as John Wick Returns. I did help some people, some ladies, because they were struggling, they were dealing with something, a breakup, or something that happened in their life, and they're still traumatized by that experience, and they needed an escape, and virtual reality was like some sort of an escape for them. And they met me, and when they met me as John Wick Returns, and I never broke the character, even though they knew I'm not Keanu Reeves, obviously, even though they knew I'm not him, but the fact that I stayed in character, the fact that I had that avatar, it gave them some sort of like a therapeutic fantasy to help them mentally. Remember, it's all psychological, to help them mentally, and I was glad that I was able to do that and help some of them. But I also entertained people. I was an entertainer. I mean, I entertained people on YouTube. I entertained people. See, a lot of people focus on just talking all the negative shit about me, but nobody wants to talk about how many people I have made laugh. How many of you I made laugh? How many of you I have smile and laugh? Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody just wants to focus on the negative, talking negatively about me, but nobody wants to talk about like all the positive stuff that I have done, made people laugh, and to me, that's the important part, that I made you laugh. That was the experience, right? That's the part that I cherish. The part that I cherish is the experience part that I had with every single one of you. I made you laugh. When you were down, when you were dealing with some stuff in your life, when you were depressed, I was able to bring you up and make you laugh and show you that, hey, everything's okay, man. Don't worry too much. Come here, man. Look at the bright side. Look at me. I'm wearing a John Wick avatar, dude. I would laugh. So don't take life too seriously. Don't take people too seriously. Don't take relationships too seriously. They're just words. They don't have any meaning, And remember, she's not the only one. There's many other fishes out in the sea. You should be happy if a woman leaves you and she shows you who she is. She's doing a great deal of favor, so that way you don't have to waste your time with her. You move on to someone else who will give you a happiness. There's so many of us on this planet. There's so many women. There's so many men. There's someone for everyone, but don't waste your time with just one person. Especially when you know that one person is who she is, or he who he is, right? This applies for both sexes. Like if you're a female, like don't waste your time with a dude and you already know he's an asshole, right? Like why are you wasting your time? It's over. That's it. Leave his ass and that's it. Move on. Same thing with men. Okay, if you know she's manipulating or she's using you and she's playing you like a violin, she ain't gonna change. She already showed you who she is, and you should be grateful that she showed you who she is, and just move on, dude. There's plenty of fishes out there, man. There's plenty of us on this planet, right? Right? Exactly, right. So I hope that you guys have learned something in this North Pole virtual reality live stream. I really hope that you guys, have learned something, and I hope that you have enjoyed this as much as I have enjoyed it. Now, before I go, I just want to say this. When it comes to VR, and again, and I hate to be a broken record, and I know I'll have to be a broken record till the end of time. Unless you put on a VR headset, you don't know, dude. You just don't know. A lot of people ask me, well, what is it like? What's it like? What's it like? I can't explain it to you in words unless you try it. It's like being inside an airplane, a real airplane, and you're flying. That's what it's like. But the only way for you to know that, you have to try it. So people who always ask me, well, what's it like? What's it like? Using a PlayStation VR 2 with Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, or what's it like using a MetaQuest 3 and watching big screen movies, or socializing with people in Meta Horizon World. You have to try it. You have to try VR. VR, it's nothing new for me. I've been using VR for a long time. I have been using virtual reality for a long time. So VR, to me, it's nothing new. But for those of you who have never tried a VR, the only way to understand it, you have to experience it. Experience is everything. So what I'm trying to tell you, you will have to buy PlayStation VR 2 to understand what this experience is like. Okay? That's the only way. Alright, well, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's time. I still have to do episode 27 for James Bond video walkthrough commentary. I have to finish the James Bond. Hopefully today I'll finish it. I have to finish James Bond 007 First Light. And then at the end of the, I think probably episode 29, at the end of the episode 29, I'll talk more in detail about what I think about 007 First Light. Keep in mind, these are my opinions about 007 First Light. I like it. I think it's a masterpiece. And I'll give you my thoughts and opinions on why I think it's a masterpiece. But just remember, just because it's a masterpiece to me, it doesn't mean it will be a masterpiece to you. Okay? But remember, you watch me because you want to hear my opinion. For the same reason you watch other YouTubers, because you want to hear their opinion. So just remember that. And my opinion will be different than your opinion. That's how this works, okay? Alright, so keep an eye on those videos, episode 27, 28, and 29. It's what, June 5th already. He-Man has been released. Master of the Universe. Master of the Universe. He-Man. He-Man. The summer is already here. We got the World Cup coming up next week, right? World Cup. And then we got Disclosure Day on Friday, next Friday. The summer movies are here. The summer is here. Yeah, it's already here. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Like I said, if you like what I do, if you like my YouTube channel, subscribe, share, like, dislike. When it comes to comments, depends on the videos. Some videos will have the ability for comments, and some videos will not. I'm not like 100% back with the comments and chat. So we're not there yet. We're still not there, you know. I'm really not in a hurry to bring the comments. Not in a hurry. I'm like a Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm not in a hurry to release the game. I'm like Rockstar. I'm not in a hurry to release the game. Same thing with me. I'm really not in a hurry to turn the comments back on. I'm not in a hurry to turn on the chat. Not in a hurry. So you guys will have to wait. You'll probably have to wait a long time. I told you, you guys will have to wait a very, 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 very long, 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 long time before you will have the ability to get in touch with me. And I hope that this was a learning lesson. For some of you, not to play those stupid games. Because when you play those stupid games, there will be consequences. like that you have right now. 4 months now, and you still cannot communicate with me. Guys, don't participate with clowns. Don't participate with hackers. Don't participate in a Discord. I know who is doing what. I know who is who. Okay? Please, don't make me put up a list of all of you. Put the names of who you are and who's been screwing me over. We don't need to go that far. But I could easily put up a list publicly and say first and last names of who these individuals are that have been screwing me over. YouTube already knows. They already know, but they told me not to put up that list. Okay? And don't get too comfortable thinking that you can hack into my YouTube channel. I actually encourage you. Go ahead, try. I beg of you. Please try to hack into my channel. Good luck. I have a surprise for you. Surprise of a lifetime that you'll never be able to penetrate my channel ever again. So I hope that this lesson has been learned really well, not to fuck with me, guys. Don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Don't fuck with me. Don't think that you're gonna get under my skin, or you're gonna cancel me, or you're gonna figure me out. I think I'm a living proof to you right now that you shouldn't mess with this YouTuber. You shouldn't screw with him, because there's gonna be a consequence, and the consequence is you can't communicate with me. I don't need to communicate with you. That's the consequence. So all this screwing around, fucking around with me, trying to, create this plan to bring me down with all these different Reddit groups or Facebook groups or Discord groups. And I know who you guys are. I got all your names. YouTube's got all your names. They know who you are. They did some digging, investigating in the past 4 months, but I cannot talk about it publicly. And I cannot disclose the names of these individuals. But I know who you are. They know who you are. So I hope this was a lesson learned. Don't play those stupid games on my channel. Don't think you're gonna shut me down, you're gonna cancel me, you're gonna close my channel. It's very simple. If you don't like me, don't watch me. But if you think you're going to achieve something by playing these stupid games of conspiring against me to bring me down, to shut me down, you already have failed. And I already proven to you how miserably you have failed. Miserably you have failed. Okay? So when the comments will be back, when the chat will be back, it'll be a long time. Or they might never come back. It might never come back. Keep that in mind. It will never come back. There's that possibility that it will never come back. So I hope you guys are happy with what you have achieved. Because remember, I don't need this. I don't need your money. Don't worry about me. I'm good financially. Don't worry about me financially. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about me. So your first mistake is you think you figured me out. You think I'm some desperate bloke, right? Who's so desperate. Well, who's desperate now? You're the ones trying to contact me. You're the ones who's trying to get in touch with me. Who's desperate? You are desperate. So I hope you learned your lesson, and I hope you guys learned your lesson well. Not to fuck with people. Not to fuck with someone, especially like me, who's highly intelligent. Way more highly intelligent than you. And I can read all your moves. I know all your movements. I know what you're all about. I know who you talk to. I know who you're conspiring with against me. So just remember that. So, it's very simple. I had a conversation with YouTube about this. And even YouTube tells me the same thing. You should tell these individuals, if they don't like you, they can filter you out. Yes, and YouTube is right. If you don't like me, for whatever reason, filter me out. Why I don't get any videos from Hard 8? Because I don't like Hard 8. Me and him, we had fights in the past. I don't like Hard 8. And I don't watch his videos. And I made sure that his videos don't show up on my feed.
I don't like quantum. Nor would I ever watch quantum TV videos, so I filtered him out. So he never shows up on my feed. Westside Tech, I filtered him out too, because I don't want to see his feed. People whom I don't like, I filtered them out. It's that simple. It's like blocking them. They never show up. They are hidden. And you could do the same thing on YouTube. If you don't like me, just filter me out, dude. And I will never show up. I will never show up on your feed. And that's what you should have done. Instead of playing these stupid games. These stupid, idiotic games that you guys been playing. And now you're paying the consequences for it. Now these are the consequences. You would love to talk to me, but you can't. So, reap what you sow. What goes around, comes around. Use common sense. Remember, beginning of this year, before March, because in March is when I got hacked, when my channel got hacked. And that was my mistake, by the way, because I made it super easy for these clowns to hack into my channel. And I should have made changes long time ago. But they got hacked into my channel, and they put a racist 19-second video, which the warning will expire pretty soon, next Friday. Okay? But I made some precautions right now, which is impossible to penetrate my channel. When I tell you, I'm actually begging you to try to hack my channel. I'm telling you, it'll not be possible. It'll be impossible to penetrate me ever again. So, but it was my mistake. I told YouTube I should have done a better security precautions on my channel. Knowing that I have so many haters who are trying to see me go down, I should have done a better job, a better precaution. But believe me, now it's like an Area 51. You will never be able to penetrate this guy. Never. So, I hope lesson has been learned. I hope you guys have learned your lesson. Because I know you're watching and I know you're listening. Especially those of you who live in UK. And you know who you are. Okay? And those of you living in Europe as well. And you know who you are. And those of you living in Canada as well. You know who you are. And those of you living in Northeast. You know who you are. Understand this. If you don't like me, you don't have to watch me. It's that simple. Filter me out. That's what I do. I don't watch Hard 8 because I don't like Hard 8. So I filter him out. I don't watch Quantum TV because I don't like Quantum TV. I filter him out. Don't watch the YouTubers that you don't like. And algorithm will never recommend them to you. YouTube has told me to tell you, if you don't like me, you can filter me out. And I will never show up on your feed. I will never show up on your algorithm. But don't play these stupid games, thinking you're going to achieve something, conspiring against me, trying to shut me down and trying to cancel me and all this other crap. What have you achieved? Absolutely zero. Nothing. All you have done is expose yourself, and now you made it impossible to penetrate me. Impossible. And I beg of you, please, try to hack me now. Try to hack my channel. Good luck. Good luck. It'll never happen. It's impossible now. So I hope it was all worth it. All this stupid shenanigans, all this stupid idiocracy, all this stupid nonsense that you guys been trying to put. And for what? Was it for what? What were you trying to achieve? For what? What was your goal? It's called internet, dude. If you don't like someone's opinion, then stay off the internet, dude. Stay off the internet. Maybe the internet's not for you. Maybe you should get off the internet. Read books. Go outside. Breathe some oxygen, you know. Get some sun, D vitamin. Stay off the internet, dude. Because when you're on the internet, there's going to be billions of people with different opinions, and their opinions will be different than yours. So maybe you need to stay off the internet. I don't expect everyone to like me. I'm not here expecting everybody to like me or expecting everybody to worship me. I'm not here to be worshipped. I'm not here to have everyone agree with me. I'm not here to get some sort of validation from everyone. I'm here sharing what I'm sharing. This is my opinion. I have a right to make videos. I have a right to live stream, just like you have a right to have videos, just like you have a right to live stream. But what you don't have the right is to bully people, is to harass people. You don't have that right. And you also don't have a right to hack people. That's illegal. That's criminal. Okay? You don't have that right. But you have a right to have your opinion about me. You have a right to call me a whole bunch of different names. You can call me all kinds of names. You have a right for that. You just don't have a right to bully, and you don't have the right to hack people, to hack into their channels and to harass them. You also don't have a right to dox people either. That's against the law. So these are all illegal stuff that you guys are doing. These are the illegal games that you guys are playing. And now you're paying the consequences for it. Okay? That shows you the level of stupidity and idiocracy that you guys have. And for what? What have you accomplished? I can hear a pin drop. I can hear a pin drop. You haven't accomplished nothing. I told you, when the time comes for me to be done with YouTube and to throw in a towel with YouTube and to be done with this nonsense, it'll come from me. Just like I decided to leave Meta Horizon World. I felt like, okay, I had enough. 2 years of John Wick Returns, and I had enough of drama. Too many toxic people, too much drama. And I said, I had enough, man. The reason I was in a Meta Horizon World in the first place, I was there to entertain people. But then everybody started bringing politics, being toxic, harassing, bullying. And I was like, well, what the fuck is this? That's not why I'm here. And that's why I left. I don't want to be part of this garbage. So when I decide, it'll come from me. It will not come from outside force. No outside force will shut me down. It'll come down from me. I'll be the one that will make a decision when I'm done with this. And you'll hear it directly from me. You won't have to go to your little Discords and your little Facebook groups to chat, or your little StreamYards to chat and have your little gossips about me. You won't have to wonder. You will hear it from me. If and when I'll make a decision, I'll decide when it's time for me to leave. And when I leave, I leave. I'm done. I'm gone. Bon voyage. You'll never see me again. That's it. I'll disappear. Like a leper. I'll disappear like a dust in the wind. I'll disappear like a ghost. You'll never see me again. Okay? The only reason I'm still here, 12 years later, 10,000 videos, it's because I enjoy doing this. When I feel fatigue, when I feel I had enough of this, I can't do this no more, you'll hear it from me. And I can't believe that I'm still here after 12 years. 12 years, it's a long time, dude. 10,000 videos. 10,000 videos. 12 years, that's a long time. That's a long time. So, okay. So I hope all of this was a very good, valuable lesson from some of you. So you learned something. Hopefully, you learned something. And get on with your life. Get on with your life. and learn something. I'm not that important to you. To go through all this trouble, to go through all this bullshit, I'm not that important to you. But that also speaks a lot about you. So what do you have going on in your life if all you do is think about me? Like, I mean, what kind of low-level loser do you have to be, dude? You really have to be like a beyond a cockroach. Even a cockroach has a better life than you. If you're like below that level, that dude, you wake up thinking about me. You wake up just wondering about me, dude. Get yourself a you need to see like, you need to seek help immediately. Like, seek help. Get yourself like a really good psychiatrist. Go through some, some therapy, dude. Meditation. Go out to the woods. Do some hiking. Disconnect yourself from the internet. Social media. You need to like, dude, for yourself, for your own sake, for your own mental sake, you need to like take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. I'm fine, dude. I'm fine. Worry about yourself. But all I'm saying to you guys is, I didn't do this. I didn't create this. You guys created this. I'm just a guy minding my own business, creating videos, making videos, sharing my opinions and thoughts. I'm not the one that created this hate. You guys are the one that brought this hate. You're the ones that hated on me for no reason. You guys are the ones that are talking shit about me and conspiring against me. You the ones who reap what you sow. You guys are the one who inherit this karma. By being stupid. And for what? For what? What was the goal here? To cancel me? And why? Why would you want to cancel me? If you enjoy me so much, then why the fuck you want to cancel me? Ask yourself that stupid question. So maybe there's something wrong with you guys. Because I'm staying in my lane. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just doing my own thing. Right? And all of a sudden, all these clowns start coming in. All these idiots. That means there's something wrong with you. There's something mentally wrong with you. And you should seek help. Like immediately. So, I hope it was all worth it. But I did not create this. I did not want this to happen. I never wanted this to happen. I wanted to create a good community. I told you. My goal was to create a good community, even with a podcast. But the problem is, people just can't help themselves. It's that human DNA. Oh, he's a narcissist. Oh, he's this, he's that. He's a villain. Let's just call him a villain. And everybody bought into that bullshit that I'm some sort of a villain. Let's create a bad guy. He's the villain. He's the worst, right? Without any evidence to back that up. And you guys all bought into that bullshit. Fell into that bullshit. And what did you think was going to happen? If you guys conspire against me with defamation, misinformation, you're giving me no choice but to ban you. I have to ban you. I have no choice. You guys left me no choice but to ban every single one of you. You've given me zero choice. But you got to ask yourself, who did this? Who brought this onto themselves? You guys brought this onto themselves. I didn't bring this to myself. Why would I want to do this? I wouldn't mind talking to you right now in the chat. I wouldn't mind reading your comments. So you guys did this. I didn't do this. And that's what I want you guys to remember. Play stupid games and you're going to earn stupid rewards. Make stupid actions, stupid decisions, and you will have very stupid consequences that will follow through. This is common sense. This is not me talking out of my ass. This is just a common sense. So, I don't need the comments. I think I proved it. What's it, was June already? March? April? May? June? 4 months? Do I look desperate after 4 months? Now ask yourself this question. After 4 months, after 4 months, do I look like a person who is desperate for comments? A person who is desperate for chat? You guys are the one who are desperate. I'm not. You need me. You need me. You want to talk to me. I don't need to talk to you. I can just talk to this microphone. I'm good to go. I'm pretty good. I'm like Art Bell of radio show. I'm like Howard Stern of radio show. Like Art Bell and Howard Stern of radio show. I don't need to like talk to you. You need to talk to me. You need me to talk to me. Remember that. So then, what did you achieve? Well, this is exactly what you have achieved. You reap what you sow. So now enjoy what you reap and enjoy what you saw. You saw this, now enjoy what you reap and what you saw. Enjoy this creation. But just remember, it doesn't matter to me, guys. I'm not desperate for this. I do this because I want to do it. I don't do this because I have to do it. This is not my bread and butter. This doesn't put the food on the table. This doesn't pay electrical bill, okay? I'm not desperate. I'm not doing this out of some desperation for money. Okay? What YouTube pays me, it's peanut. I can't even pay for groceries with what they pay me. That should tell you everything you need to know. I can't even pay for groceries. You understand that? I can pay the internet and that's it. I can only pay the internet with what they pay me a month. Yeah, internet. That's all I can do with the money they pay me. Just pay for the internet. So this is not like a career for me. This is not like a job for me. Ooh, I need this so desperately. Ooh, I need the views. Ooh, I need people to subscribe. Oh, I need the algorithm. I don't need that algorithm crap. I don't need any of this. You think I do, but I don't. Yet another assumption, mistake that you guys are making constantly. Mistake after mistake. That's because you think you know me and you don't. Well, how could you know me, dude? You never met me in real life. You guys act as if you know me in real life, as if you hold hands with me, as if you grew up with me. Like, how stupid can you be, dude? Like, just that notion you think you know me. Right there is your biggest mistake. That's where you guys have made horrendous, horrible, terrible mistake. And now you're paying consequences for it. So don't wonder, oh, will I ever be able to talk to Mr. 4K? I don't know. Maybe never. I haven't made a decision yet. Maybe never. Maybe never you'll be able to talk to me. Are you sure? Well, I never want to say never, because I've put foot in my mouth before, because I don't have a crystal ball, okay? But I don't know. I mean, I'm doing fine without comments in chat. I did open my comments a little bit, and again, stupidity. Like, I made a video about Grand Theft Auto 6, and right away, stupidity. 67, 67%. Like the clowns, the idiots, with their fake-ass profiles. Guys, stop using these fake-ass profiles. I can even tell you which emails you're using to create these fake-ass profiles. And I can tell you how many of them do you have. YouTube can also give me the list of how many fake-ass profiles you guys have made. Stop it already, dude. You've been made. You've been exposed. Go home, dude. Go home. It's over. It's over, dude. You've been exposed. It's over. So, maybe the comments will never be turned on. What do you guys think, ladies? Or maybe they will be turned on. I don't know. Maybe you'll have to wait till September. Maybe you'll have to wait till Wolverine. I don't know. Maybe on Wolverine. We'll see. Maybe. Maybe. But that's still a long way to go. September 15th. You have to wait till Wolverine. Just to say hi to me. Just say hello. So I hope you guys learned. Really. Because remember, I don't need to do this. Before I go. I'm not desperate for this. You guys need me more than I need you. Understand that. You need me, just like people at the Meta Horizon World. They need me as a John Wick Returns to entertain them. So show me some respect. Be kind. Don't be an asshole. Don't be disrespectful. Don't play stupid games. Don't be an idiot. Show some respect and love. Use common sense. Don't shit on people who entertain you. Don't shit on people who are making you laugh. Who are entertaining you. Why you want to do that? Why you want to shit on people who entertain you? You know? So maybe there's something wrong with you guys. You know? But that's beyond my pay grade. That's above and beyond my pay grade. I don't know what your deal is, and nor do I care what your deal is. I'm just letting you know my rules here and the way it is here with me. You will have to respect my rules. This is my channel, my rules, and if you can do that, you will have to face these consequences. Okay? The consequences are you will be banned, and all your other joint accounts will be banned, and you'll have to borrow an email from your sister or from your mother to be able to, if they give it to you, to be able to create another fake account to reach out to me. Guys, okay? Understand you're talking to a highly intelligent person. You're not talking to some idiot or some moron, okay? So don't play stupid games. I haven't made a decision yet if and when I will bring the comments and live stream. Maybe September 15th, we'll see, when Wolverine comes out. But don't bet on that. Don't bet on that yet, okay? I still haven't made a decision if I want to bring the chat and the comments back. There's a possibility I might bring it back in September, because my office will be done. I'm almost done, remodeling my office. I rearranged some stuff. It looks much nicer now. It'll be much better for me, it'll be more comfortable. But I haven't made a decision yet. So don't get too excited. Oh, so he's coming back September. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I'm coming back September with the comments and chat. I'm just simply saying there's a good possibility I might come back with comments and chat. Public chat and public comments might be back with Wolverine in September. But I haven't made decision yet. So this is maybe. Just understand that. It's not set in stone. It's not 100%. It's maybe. So what is the maybe? Maybe means, I don't know, maybe. It's not 100%. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just quit YouTube and be done with it. Bon voyage, I'm out of here. Goodbye. So, but I have to tell you this, I have to get this off my chest, so that way the future clowns and future idiots out there who want to participate in playing these stupid games, they understand me, that you will not accomplish anything, and you will never ever accomplish anything. And also for those of you who participated with these clowns, who associated yourselves with these clowns, and I will not mention your names, but you know who you are, on these Discords and Facebook groups and StreamYards and other social media, Reddit. Understand this. If you associate yourself with people who are trying to cancel me, or people who are trying to hack me, or people who are trying to, harass me and bully me, then you are part of that problem too. If you associate yourself with them, and I know who you guys are who are associated with them, then you will be banned as well, and all your other joint fake ass accounts with all the fake ass emails will be banned as well. So ask yourself a question: is it really worth it? Is it worth it, me associating myself? Remember, there's no more privacy. Don't all this VPN bullshit doesn't mean a crap. Your cookies, everything can be tracked, where you go, which website you go. Listen, guys, there's no more privacy, all right? So just understand that. You have no privacy. Once you are on the internet, you can kiss your privacy goodbye. You can kiss your privacy goodbye. Your information, everything is there. So understand this. So the second thing I need you to understand, is it worth it associating yourself with these clowns who are up to no good, who just want to see me fail, they want to see my channel get shut down, who want to cancel me? Ask yourself a question: is it worth it? Don't associate yourself with these clowns. What you should do, you should report them. If every single one of you have reported these clowns who are up to no good, who have hacked me, who have bullied me, if you guys have done your job, and if you had my back, well, we wouldn't be in this position now, would we? But you guys didn't do nothing about it. You knew who these individuals were. You know that they were up to no good, and you guys did nothing about it. And now you're paying that price. You're paying consequences for that. So I want you to hear this from me. Okay, so now you know. So I had to get this off my chest, so everything is crystal clear. You don't have to now go to your Discords and go to your StreamYards and go to your little Facebook groups and your little Reddit groups. Now you're hearing it from me. Directly from me. Okay? And I hope you learned something. Okay? But don't get too excited thinking that, oh, he'll come back, he'll probably buy a PS5 Pro, and he'll do the unboxing, and he'll do the Wolverine. No. I mean, I might buy a PS5 Pro, but what makes you think I'm going to share it? Put it out there on the YouTube. What makes you think I'm going to share my experience with PS5 Pro and Wolverine? Do I have to? I don't have to. Just understand that. I don't have to. So I hope that this video is like a video that will really open your eyes and open your ears, so you understand. Don't ever do this crap to someone else. All right? Don't bully people. Don't harass people. It'll not end up well for you. It'll always end up bad for you. You inherit bad karma, and you will always lose. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Okay? And what's the accomplishment here? I'm still here. What have you accomplished? Nothing. Nothing. Exposing yourself is what you have accomplished. I know who you guys are. I know who everybody is, but I cannot say your names publicly. YouTube has investigated in 4 months. They know who's who. IP addresses, cookies, fake disposable emails, fake profiles adjacent to all these other emails. You got made. You got exposed. And here I am. I'm still here. So what was the achievement? So remember, when I get tired of this YouTube thing, whenever that is, it'll come from me, guys. I'll be the one that's going to make that decision. Okay, I can't believe I've been like doing this for 12 years. The fact that I've been making YouTube videos for 12 years, to me it's like unbelievable. I still can't believe it. Okay? But no one is going to cancel me, guys. No outside force is going to, like, look at Review Tech USA. Did you cancel him? He came back and he still got 100,000 subscribers. Right? Look at Review Tech USA is a great example. Did you cancel Review Tech USA? He came back, and he came back stronger than ever with 100,000 subscribers in a short period of time. In a short period of time, dude, he came back. You made him bigger than ever. You made Dr. Disrespect bigger than ever. Oh, everybody's like, we're going to cancel Dr. Disrespect. We're going to cancel him. Oh, he's done. He's done. You made him bigger than ever, dude. Dr. Disrespect, it's bigger and better than ever, dude. You helped him, actually. You helped Review Tech USA. He's bigger than ever. He's bigger than ever now. 100,000 subscribers in such a short period of time, dude. Think about that. He got 100,000 subscribers in such a short period of time. Coming back to YouTube. Look at Dr. Disrespect. Everyone was talking about, he was on the news. They were even talking about him on the news. You know, he was communicating with a 17-year-old. He's a pedophile, blah, blah, blah. Sex offender, all this other shit. And look at him now. Bigger and better than ever, dude. Bigger and better than ever. So what are you learning from this? You're learning one valuable lesson. You cannot cancel people. This whole cancel culture doesn't work. And it will never, ever work. This bullshit cancel culture, it's gone. It doesn't work. Even Dave Chappelle says it doesn't work anymore. It's gone. All this woke nonsense, canceling, shit doesn't work, dude. And it will never work. I don't know how, it shows me the lack of intelligence that some of you have, that you can't realize that you cannot cancel people, dude. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. So, what's the point of going through all of this crap? Hey, what the hell is that? Is that a UFO? What is that? Dude, is that a UFO? Is that an alien? What the hell is that? Jesus Christ. What in the world is this? What the? What's going on here? Anyway, guys, listen. I think I said enough. I think I explained everything crystal clear. Okay, I don't think I have an accent. I think I have made everything crystal clear. All right? Like I said, don't get too excited thinking that I'm going to come back with comments and live chat, that I'm going to turn back on the comments and live chat in September for Wolverine. Wolverine. Don't get too excited thinking that I'm going to come back, because I haven't made a decision. And, you know, we still got a long way to go till September. Who knows? I might just decide to quit, just say I'm done with this. So what I'm saying to you is, I don't know when the comments and chat will be back. Thanks to you. They may never be back. Even in September, they may never be back. Thanks to you. And that's why I'm saying this on this live stream. So that way you hear it from me. That you guys created this. I didn't create this. And I want you to understand that. I want you to remember that. Okay? That's very important that you guys remember that. What I'm saying here is the facts. You guys created this. I didn't create this. Okay? I never wanted this to be like this. But what do you expect me to do? You want me to put up with harassments and bullying and stupidity? What do you take me for? Some kind of an idiot? So remember, you created this, and I don't know why you did this. If you don't like me, like I said, you don't have to watch me. You can filter me out. Like I said, there's a certain YouTubers like Hard 8 and Quantum TV and Westside Tech. I don't watch these guys because I don't like them. So why the hell would I want to waste my time watching somebody I don't like? If you don't like me, that's okay, dude. I'm not offended. It's okay. You don't like me? Fine. There's no law that says you have to like me. There is no law that says you have to like me. But you can harass me. That's against the law. You cannot bully me. That's against the law. And you certainly shouldn't be hacking me. That's against the law. But you don't have to like me. You can call me all kinds of names. You can call me asshole, all kinds of names, dipshit, clown, narcissist, whatever. I don't care. That is your right. You can have all kinds of opinions about me, okay? But you don't have to like me, okay? And you don't have to watch me. Remember, it's like switching a channel. That's the beauty about the remote TV controller. Remote TV controller, you can switch the channels, okay? That's why we have remote TV controller. So you can switch between the channel. There's a certain channels I don't watch. Well, guess what? Those channels are not my favorites. I only have specific channels that are my favorites. And those are the channels I watch. And that's why you have a remote control. Remote TV control. TV remote control. That's the whole point of a remote TV control. That's why they invented a remote TV control. So you can remotely, with the press of a button, from your bed, from your sofa, switch the channels you don't like. Switch those channels and watch the damn channels that you do like. This is, again, common damn sense. Common damn sense. Common damn sense. Really. If you don't like me, don't watch me. Watch someone else. You can filter me out. Really that simple. All right, so well, that's it. I think I dropped this microphone loud and clear. I think everything's explained, right? It's a lot to take in. No, it's not a lot to take in. It's simple. It's simple. It's common sense. All right? This is a common sense that you cannot debate. It's a common sense, all right? So hopefully it was a great live stream, huh? I think this is a great live stream. This is amazing. This is an amazing live stream. North Pole, man. We had a lot of good conversation here. It was like better than Joe Rogan podcast. This was better than Joe Rogan podcast. Dude, I'm like Art Bell, bro. I'm like... It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like Art Bell, dude. You guys know Art Bell? He passed away. Coast to Coast AM, dude. One of my favorite radio shows. One of my favorite radio hosts of all time, dude. Listen, man. Like, Art Bell was the god of radio, dude. To me, the god of radio was Art Bell. No one was better than Art Bell, dude. Like, he was the god of radio, man. Howard Stern was the king of entertainment radio. But the god of radio was Art Bell. But the king of entertainment radio, because that's what Howard Stern did. He brought the radio to the next level of entertainment. Like, he pushed the envelope of what's possible on the radio, right? And what's possible in the radio, it's what Howard Stern has brought. I like both of them, you know. I look up to both of them. This is before Joe Rogan, right? I look up to Art Bell and Howard Stern, obviously. A lot of you, you know, look up to Joe Rogan because you were born in 2000, right? And, you know, now you're 26 years old and you grew up watching Joe Rogan. So for you, it's Joe Rogan. But for me, it was Art Bell and, of course, Howard Stern. One of the two best, in my opinion. Art Bell and Howard Stern are the two best radio hosts of all time, in my opinion. So, just like Art Bell and Howard Stern, I can talk without even having a guest. Can't you see how good I am, dude? That I can talk and be so good at talking and bringing out my points and explaining my points and explaining everything to you crystal clear, okay? Without needing to have a guest. I can talk about any subject I want to talk about without needing a guest. I can explain my situation and everything that I want to express without needing a guest. To be able to do that, you got to be really good. And not everyone can do that. And how long I've been streaming now? Let me see. Hold on. 2 hours and 57 minutes. Nearly 3 hours. Nearly 3 hours I've been streaming. Okay? Nearly 3 hours. To be able to do that, you gotta be good. And that shows you how good I am. And I'm not saying this to brag about myself. I'm simply saying, oh, we almost crashed. I'm simply saying, it's okay, we just touched the water. Relax. I'm just saying, I know how good I am, guys. It's not by accident. And this is not me bragging. I knew how good I was at Meta Horizon World as John Wick Returns. Go ask for my name. If you don't believe me. I know how good I am here on the YouTube, how many people I made laugh and entertained here on this channel. That's not by accident. That's a talent. Either you have it or you don't, guys. And this is not me bragging about myself. This is just a fact. A fact that I can prove. Okay? This is not just me talking out of my ass. This is something I can back it up with. Okay? Evidence. And my evidence, my 10,000 videos. And if you want some more evidence, you can go to Meta Horizon World. Go to Gatsby's, you can ask about me, or go to some other worlds in Meta Horizon World, and they'll tell you, yeah, we know who John Wick Returns is. We know how good he is. Okay? This is not me bragging, this is just me telling you. I know my worth. I know how much I'm worth it. But the question is, do you guys value my worth? Clearly, you did not value my worth. Because if you had value my worth, then you would be able to chat with me right now. You wouldn't be sitting here for 3 hours just listening and watching. You would be able to chat with me. You would be able to leave a comment. So I hope that you guys will value what I have worked so hard for 12 years here, and hopefully you will respect that. But don't get too excited thinking that I'm going to bring the comments back, that I'm going to bring the chat back. I haven't made a decision on that yet. Okay? Okay? So that's all I have to say. You'll just have to wait and see. If chat comes back, comes back. If the comments come back, they come back. But don't get too excited thinking that it will come back. Because I haven't made a decision on that yet to bring it back, you know. And remember, I don't have to. I'm not desperate to do this. Just before I go, just understand that. I'm not desperate to do this. You might think that, but that's not true. I'm not desperate. Okay, so understand that. Keep that in mind. All right? I do this because I want to do it. And when it's time for me to leave, I'll leave. Or maybe I'll just leave without even saying goodbye. I'll just leave and that's it. Do I even have to say goodbye? No. Do you guys deserve me to tell you goodbye? No. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't owe you guys nothing. I owe nobody nothing. Zero. Zilts. Nada. Nishta. Niet. I owe nobody nothing. Okay? I owe zero to any of you. Zero. Nor do I owe any explanation. But I was kind enough to explain to you. Because I'm a nice guy. But should I even make a video to tell you when I'm quitting and when I'm going to leave? No. When I decide to leave, I'll just leave. And that's that. You'll never see me again. Like a ghost. Disappear. And then enjoy whatever these videos that I have, 10,000 videos. Go and enjoy it and watch it. So don't get too excited thinking that, oh, he's going to come back. Oh, I know Mr. Forky. You don't know nothing. You don't know that. Just like you didn't expect me to still be here 4 months later and no comments and no chat. Don't get too excited, guys. Don't think that there's some kind of a pattern with me that you figured me out. Don't get too excited. Don't think you know someone. You don't. Especially on the internet, you don't know me. So, but what you can certainly know is what I'm telling you right now. Don't get excited for me bringing back the chat. Don't get excited for me bringing back the comments. And don't expect me to make a video saying goodbye. Leaving. I'll just disappear. You'll never see me again. Because I don't owe you any explanation, you know. Anyway, so that's it. I think I already said everything I need to say on this video, and hopefully this live stream, it's crystal clear to all of you about everything that I just said. There shouldn't be any confusion on how I run my channel, who I am, and my rules. There shouldn't be any confusion. It's crystal clear. Okay? Alright? And like I said, there will be a few more videos coming out. I have to finish 007 First Light. The video commentary walkthrough, and I have to finish it. So I have to finish the game. I have 3 more episodes to go, episode 27, 28, and 29. And at the end of the episode 29, I'll talk more about what I think about 007 First Light, okay? Even though I have not played it, but I'm giving my opinion based on what I have seen in terms of gameplay from MK Ice and Fire. I know his videos and walkthroughs are heavily edited, right? But what I have experienced so far from MK Ice and Fire, 007 First Light, gameplay walkthrough, it gives me a much better perspective on how I feel about James Bond 007 First Light video game. Okay, so make sure you stick around for the episode 29, which will be the ending of the 007 First Light, and I'll talk about it in great detail. And that's it. As far as the PlayStation VR 2, what can I say? This is something you have to experience for yourself. Okay, you have to buy a VR headset. You have to experience this for yourself. This is the only way that you will truly know how good it is. Okay? This is the only way. And I know I already repeated myself like a broken record, but I have to repeat myself like a broken record because this is the only way. You will have to purchase this PlayStation VR 2 headset, and that's the only way you'll find out how good it is. Me talking about it, really, it's not doing it justice. You have to buy this, you have to put on the VR headset, and when you do, when you put on this PlayStation VR 2 headset, and when you start flying Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, I think you will understand why I kept telling you that you need to experience this. You need to experience this. This is the only way. It's the only way to understand how good it is. Same goes for the ultra-wide screens. I made some ultra-wide screen videos showing you Forza Horizon 6. It's something that you have to experience. It's not something that I can just talk about it. It's something that you need to experience. Right? Right. It's all about the experience. Exactly. Well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, 3 hours. You know, I hope you find it interesting. Okay? And, you know, I'm all about the honesty. Truth and honesty. There is no bullshit with me, guys. You know, it's much easier to live with calling things for what they are. Calling things for what they are. Like I said, earlier we talked about the human DNA and how people are. They're all about the money and why things are the way they are. We also talked about why you shouldn't live in regret, why you shouldn't think about the future. Appreciate life as an experience. Enjoy life for the experience. Don't live in the past. You know, don't live in regrets. But don't also put up with bullshit. You should never put up with bullshit. If somebody is using you, if somebody is abusing you, don't be a victim to that bullshit. Never fall victim to the abusement. No one has a right to abuse you. No one has a right to tell you what you should do, what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, how you should live, what you should watch, what you shouldn't watch. No one should tell you how to live your life. You as a free human being, you choose what's good for you. And what's good for you, that's all that matters. It's what's good for you. It doesn't matter. If people like it, don't like it, remember, you're living for you. You're not living for other people. You're not justifying your existence to other people, just like they're not justifying their existence to you for what they do. So we talked about that. We talked about Chuck Norris and why Chuck Norris always was happy. The money will buy you a financial happiness, but it will not buy you a true happiness. And we talked about the difference between financial happiness versus true spiritual happiness. All right, so I hope you learned something from this. I think you're probably going to learn something from this more than you would from Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, you'll probably spend $200 to go to his seminars. And here you didn't have to spend $200. And you certainly don't have to spend another $70 to buy his books, or another $120 to buy his audio tapes, or I'm sorry, his audio CDs. Listen to his audio CDs, compact discs, you know, audio CDs. Although he did have audio cassettes, that was back in the 80s and the 90s. But Tony Robbins is just there to take your money, right? And what are you going to learn from Tony Robbins? Exactly. I personally think he's, can I be honest? Tony Robbins, to me, it's a bullshit artist. He's just your typical sales agent, bullshit artist, entrepreneur, bullshit artist, and he's a bullshit artist. And he figured out the way how to tap into that bullshit artistry, and he's good at it. He knows how to talk. He knows how to communicate. But remember, everything that comes out of his mouth is bullshit, because it's all about the money. The guy lives in the most expensive islands in Florida, in Palm Beach, right? He's got $1 billion of house. He's a billionaire. He lives like a playboy, right? And he wants to tell you how you can be a playboy as well, how you can be a billionaire. You just have to listen to my voice, right? You have to just buy my books and, listen to my bullshit, right? And people do. They listen to his bullshit. And I don't blame him. Listen, if people are dumb enough, stupid enough to buy into his bullshit and listen to his bullshit, well, hey, he figure out the way how to make money. There's a lot of sheeps out there, and they want to buy into my bullshit. Okay, they're willing to pay for my books. They're willing to pay for my CD audios and listen to my CD audios and read my books and pay for my seminars, $200. Yeah, dude. I don't blame him. But I know he's full of shit. I know he's a bullshit artist. I know he is. So how do I know that? Because I'm highly intelligent. And I also used to be a sales agent, so I know how the bullshit works. I know how to create bullshit, and I know how to sell bullshit. I was a sales agent, but not anymore. And that's why I quit being a sales agent, because it's not my principle, dude. I don't want to make money that way by selling you bullshit. Okay? I have my principles. I know others don't care. They have no principles. They don't give a shit. And they will sell whatever they're going to sell you. They don't care. They have no principles. But me, I have principles. Because I still believe in the Supreme Being. I still believe that there's so much unanswered questions. There's so much that we don't understand. And I don't want to be judged when my time comes to go. I want to make sure when it's my time to go that I'm okay. I'm not perfect, but I'm okay. Okay? That's what I want. When it's time for me to go, pass away, right? I don't want to be perfect, and I'm not perfect, but at least I'm okay. And the Supreme Beings, whatever, the universe will say, okay, you made some mistakes here and there, but you're okay. For the most part, you did okay. All right, come on in. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So I have my principles, I don't want to inherit any bad karma. And thank God, thank universe that I don't have any karma inherited. Okay, I always make sure that I don't have any karma on me. Okay, adjacent to me or anything like that. Thank God I have no karma. So, yeah. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this live stream. I hope it was informative. Like I said, these live streams, they have a life of its own. Just because people don't see this video now, they might see it 6 months from now. They might see it next year, right? They might see it 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 6 years from now, 7 years from now, 10 years from now, 12 years from now, 20 years from now. It doesn't matter. The bottom line is, whenever they see it, they'll see this video. So I hope that, this helps out a little bit, to what I'm saying here. Anyway, it's time for me to go. 3 hours and 15 minutes. I think it's time. I've been wearing this headset for 3 hours and 15 minutes. Trust me. It's, I can't do this like I used to. I can't wear... one of the reasons I refuse to go to Meta Horizon World is because I can't, wear the headset for a long period of time, dude. And then you have to stay in a character, and you have to have that energy, People don't understand. It takes a lot out of me to do a performance of John Wick Returns and not break a character. It's not easy to do. And I do it for free. Keep that in mind. And then I have to wear that headset, very uncomfortable MetaQuest, for a long period of time, dude. It's just, even this, I can only do this for like 3 hours, and after 3 hours, dude, my eyes are telling me, dude, that's the thing about the VR. You have to take frequent breaks, okay? You just understand that. Don't get addicted to this too much. You have to take frequent breaks. All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Time for me to go. Thank you, ladies, for joining this flight, North Pole. It's been a great live stream. It's been an amazing live stream. Thank you, both of you, for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. And let me take a photo. There we go. All right. I will take one more photo here, like this. There we go. And one more photo, like this. All right, we're good. All right, guys. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next video. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.